Welcome to the Samwelb12 Experience.
And you're watching the Samwelb12 Experience.
Marner pulls the shot down! Yes! 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 They score! Oh! Morgan Riley ties the game!
Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome to the Samwelb12 Experience. My name is Sam. Thank you for joining us here for the first Saturday night of the NHL regular season. We're going to have a great game going on here tonight. It's the Battle of Ontario, Toronto versus the Ottawa Senators, and we're kicking it off tonight with some late breaking news. If you haven't already heard, during the afternoon skates, goaltender Matt Murray, who was supposed to be the starter tonight, left mid-drill after about 10 minutes. He went over, talked to the goaltending coach, and he left the ice surface. So we have news on Matt Murray coming up momentarily, but he is out. Taking a look. Not my circus. What's going on? Jacob, how's it going? How good is Calle Rosen? I actually like Calle Rosen. He has a lot of potential. Little small, but he can do it. Dino, what's going on? Welcome in. Noah, hello. Dallas, what's going on? Gator Ghost, Coaster Mom, Morgan, welcome in, everyone. We're going to have a whole lot of fun. If you're just watching in the background, thank you for joining us. And it's hockey night. That's what it is. We're going to have some fun tonight. Let's jump right in and look at the starting lineups for tonight. Kicking it off, projected for the Ottawa Senators. Brady Tkachuk, he's going to be on that top line with Tim Stützle, no R, but we like to say Stützle, and Drake Batherson. Second line, Alex DeBrincat with Josh Norris and Claude Giroux. Tyler Mott back up with Shane Pinto and Matthew Joseph. Then Parker Kelly in with Mark Kalistik and Austin Watson. Back on the D-line, Thomas Chabot and Artem Zub. Zub, I was really impressed with Zub in the preseason. He's going to get the matchup with Chabot. Sanderson in there with Hamonic. And, of course, Eric Brandstrom with Nikita Zaitsev. Former Leaf Nikita Zaitsev and Antoine Forsberg getting the start for the Senators. Over on the Leafs side of the ice, who we're going to see? Well, it's going to be not a whole lot of change. Michael Bunting is in there with Austin Matthews and Mitchell Marner. Dennis Mulligan is going to see action again with John Tavares and Willie Nylander. And Nylander, boy, has he come out on fire. He looks real good this season. Pierre Engvall, he back with Kerfoot and Yarncroc. And, of course, the grind line, Zach Aston Reese with David Kempf and Nicholas Aube-Kubel. Back on the D-line, Morgan Riley paired up with T.J. Brody. Jake Muzzin and Justin Hall, the J&J line, back together again. And then Mark Giordano with Rasmus Sandin. And, of course, Ilya Samsonov, he is going to get the start tonight. As mentioned, Matt Murray is out. So this is the deal with Murray. Apparently, he has pulled a muscle in his groin. He's expected to be out for 1 month, 4 weeks of action, and this is what the Leafs have had to do. In order to juggle things around, they had to put him on long-term IR. And putting him on long-term IR instantly means that he has to miss a minimum of 10 games and 24 days. If they did not put Murray on long-term IR, what that would mean is they'd have to play a man down tonight. They wouldn't be able to call up a backup goaltender to come in. They'd have to use the emergency goaltender, who you just don't want to be in that situation if you can avoid it. So they've put him on long-term IR. He's out at least a month, and Eric Shallegren has been called up. Now, the issue with Shallegren is he kicked off the game for the Marlies last night in their home opener, and he got plowed into, and he was really shaken up. Now, he's okay. He passed all the concussion protocol and all that stuff. So Shallegren is here. He's been medically cleared. He is the backup, but I'm sure he's a little sore after taking that bowling last night. Now, the good news with them making this move and putting Murray on the roster, on the long-term IR roster, it means that the Leafs now have $3.9 million in available cap space to play with. So what does that $3.9 million mean? Well, it means Nick Robertson very soon could find himself a home on the roster, getting called up to fit in. It also means maybe there's a spot to showcase Wayne Simmons in order to get a move done with him. So the Leafs can't sit on that $3.9 million. They're going to have to do something to use that. But it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. Now, the big thing coming in with Matt Murray and when he was signed is it was a risky signing. He had a ton of injuries last year in Ottawa, and the Leafs general manager and team kind of bet the farm a little bit, saying, hey, he's going to have a bounce-back year. And here we are in Game 3, and Murray is now out. Yes, Jacob, of course, you absolutely can keep me updated on the Blues game, for sure. Blair, what's going on? Welcome in. Here we go again. Same old crap. You're exactly right. It is the same old story there with Matt Murray. Now, hopefully this is it. We saw what happened with Mrazek last year. Mrazek came in. He played a couple of games, pulled that groin, and he has a history of groin issues. Pulled the groin, came back, was out again, came back, out again. So we'll have to wait and see what's going to go on with Murray. It's convenient that Murray is injured for tonight's game. Yeah, we'll have to see. Playing his former team, maybe he was just trying an extra little hard in practice, and he went down with the injury. So it's unfortunate, and it is what it is. The Leafs will get by. Listen, Eric Shallegren was a superstar when he had to come in and fill in for Jack Campbell down the stretch as the Leafs were trotting towards the playoffs, right? So we can't count Källgren out. He got some great experience. Obviously, Samsonov is going to get the bulk of the starts over the next 24 days, over the next 10 games, because being said, if you're just coming in and you missed it, Matt Murray is on long-term IR with a groin injury, so he's out for at least a month. So Källgren and Samsonov are going to hold a bulk of the business to be done. I'm not worried, and I hope you're not worried either, because looking at these guys play, Samsonov really showed a lot of good work in his start. Yes, he gave up some goals that you were kind of, he needs to do better. But he's a solid goaltender. We got to give him the faith, and we got to believe. Yeah, Murray won't be playing this year. It was a bust, hoping. Excuse me. Blair, I hope that's not the case. I hope he comes back. I hope he's healthy. But with groin injuries, you don't want to rush it. So the good news here, we have this situation where Samsonov, he can play, right? And with Källgren taking the occasional game, they'll be okay for a while. So let's not rush Murray back. Let's let him get healed up and see what he can do. So that's kind of the tale of the tape here tonight. It's going to be an interesting to see what happens over the next couple of days, but a big twist to start this game off. So we are here live in Toronto. It's the Sens, it's the Leaf. This game is going to be getting kicked off momentarily. Lots of excitement in the building to get the Battle of Ontario going early. These guys, the Leafs pulled it out in the preseason just barely, but it's going to be a battle. Anytime these guys get together, it's going to be a battle. Let's see what Matthews can do. Can he continue the pace of play he was showing during the last game, getting that tip-in goal to win it for Toronto, or is he going to get shut down like he was in Game 1 versus Montreal? So it's going to be interesting to see. Coming out of the last couple of games, you know, Toronto, we've been watching them. They've obviously been doing well. They won their last game. They lost their first one. Ottawa's coming in off a loss. Buffalo taking it to Ottawa just the other night. So it's going to be an interesting go for both these teams. Now, earlier today, there are two games already in the books. The Philadelphia Flyers beat the Vancouver Canucks 3-2 earlier today as well. The Florida Panthers, if I can find it here, the Florida Panthers took down the Buffalo Sabres by a score of 4-3 as well. So, lots going on in the National Hockey League tonight. It is Saturday night. There's games across the board, and we're going to get her done here in Toronto. So, if you're coming in, make sure you hit that like button. We appreciate it. It helps get the stream out. As well, if you could hit that share, drop it on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Discord, whatever you have. That will help get the word out. Natalie Morris singing the anthem here tonight for the Leafs. Of course, the longtime anthem singer has moved on. She's decided, Martina Ortina Louise has moved on from singing. She wants to further her music career. And we're here live in St. Louis. Yeah, cool. You must be proud of Florida. Very proud of Florida. Panthers, listen, Panthers are going to have a tough year this year. Big changes there, obviously, with Tkachuk coming in and Huberdeau moving out. A lot of pieces. Giroux moving out. So Florida lost a lot. But Buffalo is a much improved team. It was a close game, but glad to see they were able to get that job done. Now let's see if Toronto can get it done here tonight. It's going to be a tough game. Anytime they get together with the Ottawa Senators, it is a battle, especially with some of the grit that Ottawa has picked up. And, you know, Brady Tkachuk, he's going to be buzzing around the net. He's going to be causing some trouble. Travis Harmonic on the D-line, always causing some trouble. Brandstrom as well. Claude Giroux going to get in there and mix it up. The anthem singer's done. There it is, Not My Circus. Redeeming the brand new Bunt Cake Redeem. That's right, in honor of Michael Bunting, we have the new Bunt Cake Redemption that is now available. All right, let's switch over to our game screen. It's just about time to get this going. Of course, we're constantly making some changes and adaptations to what we have on the screen. So we're trying a few new things tonight. We're going to see what works and what doesn't work. And then we'll make further adjustments. That's right, Coaster Mom. For you, we got the Bunt Cake Redemption put in there just today. So here's the on-ice lines. It's going to show us who is on, and that's something to watch. Morgan, how's it going? Welcome in. Thanks for joining us. So Brady Tkachuk, his top line on with Matthews, Marner, and Bunting to start this game, and the Leafs are going to win the draw. Here's Toronto going to start this off. Going to dump it in. Marner, he's going to chase it down. In the corner, Bunting in there, tying up his man. Matthews coming in as well. Matthews stole it, tried to get it over to Marner, and Marner just missed it. Ottawa going to pick up the puck. They're going to roll it down the ice, and this is going to be a very early icing call. Excuse me. How good is Josh Levo? Jacob, Josh Levo, he's a fourth-line player, maybe a third-line player. Levo had a lot of potential. He did really good in the minors. He just couldn't turn it around and get it going up for the Leafs. Now, in fairness, he never got a real fair shake with the big club. They just didn't have a spot for him. Another win. Tavares is going to win the draw. Cam to Nylander. Comes back around. Side of the net for Tavares. Trying to go upstairs. Nice save by the Ottawa goaltender. Here comes the Sens. They're going to pick up the puck and bring it down. Stützle is going to put it in deep. Here's Riley. Riley's going to pick up the puck. Here come the Leafs. They're going to dump it back down. I guess this is going to be a lot of dump and chase to kick off this game. Here come the Sens. They're going to break it in. They can't get through the Toronto line. Riley picking it up. Riley giving it over to Brody. Brody through the neutral zone has that picked off, but Ottawa can't go anywhere with it. Nylander is going to reverse it. Brody missed the pass. Ottawa back in the corner to pick it up. It's Pinto. Shane Pinto spinning around. He gets knocked off his feet as Yarncroc comes in relief. He's going to kick it off to Riley. I feel like Riley has been on the ice quite a long time here to start the game. Here's Yarncroc coming up the wing. Sitting around. Road Warriors, what's going on? Welcome in. Engvall has it behind the net, sending it to Yarncroc in the slot for a quick shot. Yarncroc battling around. Stolen by Kerfoot. He's going to take a shot. It comes off the boards looking for a rebound. And nobody can pick that up. Ottawa is going to send it the length of the ice. And this is going to be another icing call here to start the game. 2 early icings for the Senators. But Toronto coming in with a whole bunch of pressure. Wow, what a way to start this game. Toronto just all over. Tavares with a good chance. Nylander is buzzing around as he has been. Really, really good start. Sam, I sent blue stuff on Instagram. Okay, thanks, Jacob. I'll check it out when I can. Giordano has the puck, sending it down low. And a nice move there by Bunting. Tries to go between the legs and flip it up. Being a little fancy, but Antoine Forsberg is going to hold down the fort for the Sens. Sandin with the nifty play coming off the boards. And this is something we see a lot of NHLers doing. They come down and go off the boards. And coming off, Bunting goes between his legs with the stick. Tries to flip it over the pad of the goaltender. So here's Matthews back on the ice in the face-off circle. It looks like the Ottawa Senator player Norris is going to be thrown out. Tkachuk is going to come in and take the draw. Here it is. Tkachuk's going to win that and bring it back. He's going to go high off the boards and out. And it's actually going to hit the player and bobble off Sandin into the Maple Leafs bench. Jacob's calling, go Sens, go. So, Jacob, how good is Thomas Greiss? Again, Greiss he's a good backup. He's not a starting goalie, in my opinion. Ottawa's going to win this draw, and Zub is going to send it around. Samsonov, he's going to play it ahead to Muzzin. Muzzin's going to take a little bump in the corner. Toronto going to chip it out. Here's Marner. Marner's going to get it over to Matthews. Oh, and I just realized I didn't make my Tim Hortons picks today. Here's Matthews spinning around the corner, trying to get it through. Justin Hall in there, and he kind of runs into an Ottawa Senator player. Here comes Ottawa 2-on-1, getting it across, and that's stolen by Toronto. Here comes Marner. Marner bringing it down. He's got Bunting going to the net. Can't get it over to him. Gets it around behind. Bunting in behind the net. Kicking it over to Matthews. Matthews takes a bit of a bump in the corner. Comes to Riley at the point. Going to send it in. Bunting with the tip. That hits a leg. Here's Toronto in the corner. 3 Senators in there. 2 Maple Leafs. Digging away finally. Abe Kubel tries to get it out, but Watson's going to take it away from him, and they're going to clear it out. Toronto coming back to pick it up. Here's Brody. Brody going to go off the board, sending it down the ice. Toronto has to back it up now. Through the neutral zone, they're going to dump it in. This is going to come down around. Big collision there. The fourth line for Toronto, throwing their body around here early. Kubel with a couple of hits. Reese with a couple of hits. Kempf with the puck. He's going to have it taken away. Here's Ottawa coming around behind the net. That's right. Got to make those Tim Hortons picks. I'm going to see if I can get them in for the late game while we're talking here. Here comes Ottawa. In the zone, Batherson. He's going to bring it through. Stolen away. Toronto has the puck. Giordano going to lift that out and down the ice. It's knocked down at center ice by the Sens. Sens going to send it right back in, but Toronto going to pick it up, and they get it. Tavares, top of the circle. Huge shot. Where is it? The goalie's looking behind him, and he had it just in his shoulder. Nice shot there by Tavares. All right, so a lot of the picks are already taken. We're going to go Connor McDavid. We're going to go with McDavid as one pick. Let's see, who else do we want to go here? Oh, there's so many choices. We're going to go, let's go with Matt Boldy. We're going to go Matt Boldy and who for the third pick? I don't really like the third pick options here. Let's go Kevin Shattenkirk. Why not? We're going to lock those in. At least we get some picks. Not the picks we wanted, but they are some picks. In the corner, Toronto has it down low in the Senators zone. Trying to dig it around. Mulligan, he gets cut off. Can't pick it up. Ottawa going to send this out. Justin Hall gets beat. Here's a 2-on-1 for Ottawa. Toronto, Mulligan fighting to get back, and he does. Takes the passer away. Great defensive play by Mulligan. Toronto gets it out, and they're going to make some changes. Ottawa making changes as well. Here come the Sens. Starting to work it through, and Toronto cuts it off in the neutral zone. Great job by them. Long pass up. Here's Kerfoot. Kerfoot has it at the corner. Gives it right in front. Tipped by Engvall. Engvall tip right into the wicker basket of the Ottawa goaltender Forsberg. Great opportunity there. Wow. The third picker always... That's when you take Pat Maroon. I can't, Blair. I just had a principle. I can't take Pat Maroon. But yeah, that last pick is always the tough one to pull out. But a nice tip there by Engvall. Really came up with the opportunity. Toronto's going to win this draw in Ottawa's zone. Riley's going to roll it towards the net, and that's going to be kicked to the corner. Ottawa going around the boards. Coming into pinch is Brody. Successful pinch made. Here's Toronto working through, and there goes my feed. Now it comes back. Riley giving it over to Engvall. 4 shots for Toronto, only 1 for Ottawa so far. Riley across to Brody, sending this around behind the net. Engvall there to pick it up. Kerfoot taken out in front of the net. Going to leave it for Yarncroc. He's going to go around to Kerfoot. Kerfoot coming back around, trying to get some space, get some passing lanes. Kerfoot's got to cycle it back along the boards. Hamonic is going to pick it up, and he's going to pass it out. Ottawa finally going to pass it around as Mate going to send it back so Ottawa can get some changes going. Here come the Sens. They're going to turn it over. It's a 2-on-1. Here comes Toronto. Quick shot. Oh, what a shot and a great opportunity, but they just couldn't bury it. Here's Hamonic. He's going to flip this out. It's a race for it. Ottawa's going to get there first. Look out. Nice hit there by Giordano. Matthews with the puck. Gets it ahead to Bunting. Here's Bunting and Marner. They're bringing it into the Sens zone. Back to Bunting. Bunting tried to get it across. Couldn't do it. Kristalik is coming back. Matthews is going to bump him off the puck. And the Sens are going to dump it down deep as both lines are going to go back and make some changes. Thanks very much, ladies and gentlemen, for coming in and hanging out here on a Saturday night. Appreciate it. As you are coming in, hit that like button. It helps YouTube send the stream out. Quick shot by Ottawa, and what a glove save by Samsonov. What a fantastic, fantastic save. There it is, D redeeming the new Michael Bunting Bunt Cake redemption. So they're going to go to a commercial break, and I'll say thank you very much for being here. Ladies and gentlemen, if this is your first time here on the channel, we do things a little differently. We like to have a whole lot of fun. So you too can bring graphics up on the screen and redeem them to do so, and you're earning points, and the points you earn are what you use to bring those graphics up. So if you're just coming in, if you're here for a few minutes, do ! points in the chat, and it's going to tell you how many points you have earned. With those points, you'll then see throughout the night different commands being called out in the chat. You put those commands in, and the graphics come up on the screen. It's that easy. You are in full control. So thanks for joining us. We're going to have a lot of fun throughout the night. This has been a good game so far, a really good pace. Steven, funniest mascot has to be the devil. The amount of memes, tattoos, resume, from breaking glass, destroying a TV. Yeah, Steven, the devil's pretty good. I'm really excited to see what the new Seattle Kraken troll mascot is going to be like. It's a pretty wild costume, and if he acts any way like Gritty does in Philadelphia, they're really going with these new kind of overly animated characters now, and it's pretty funny. So excited to see what they're going to do with the new mascots as they're coming in. But yeah, thanks for joining us. This is going to be a good game. I can already tell by the pace of play. Both teams are at it. Toronto with the strong advantage with puck control in the opening moments. And this looks like it's going to be one that Toronto is going to win or lose. It's not one they're going to get beat by Ottawa, but it's one that they are going to win or they're going to cause themselves to lose it. So let's see which Toronto team is going to show up for the rest of this game. Can they play the full game? So here it is, face-off in the Toronto zone. Toronto's going to win it. Comes over to Justin Hall. Hall's going to play it up. Toronto trying to get it out of their own zone. Ottawa did a nice job holding the line, but now it comes out. Here's Mulligan racing it down. He's going to take it in the corner. Sorry, not Mulligan, Austin Reese. Reese and Kubel in the corner there, gets it back to Hall. Hall with a floater from the point. That's going to drop in and go just wide. Back behind the net is Zach Aston Reese. Reese battling it away. Kemp comes in, and there's Kubel. Kubel, side of the net, sends it in front for Kemp, but it was in his feet. He couldn't turn and put it in. Wow, was that close. In the corner, and that's going to be whistled down. Shabbat taking a big hit there. We got a little bit of a scrum in the corner. The ref's very quickly going to separate that. Nice opportunity for the Leafs as they were moving around and controlling that puck yet again. Triton, my good man, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Triton, I didn't see the freeze. I didn't see the freeze. I will get that freeze for you. There you go. With those points, not only can you bring graphics up on the screen, but you can do as Triton did. You can freeze the host. You can make me cheer for the other team. All kinds of things that you can control as the viewer. In the corner, Tavares has it. He's going to send it around behind the net. There's Mulligan. Oh, wow. Mulligan kind of gets hit behind the net, and the Ottawa player with a punch to the back of his head knocked the helmet clean off, and no call. Brody carrying it around behind. Toronto, yeah, almost 3 minutes of puck possession time in the offensive zone. Ottawa's only had 40 seconds. Here's Riley sending it to the front of the net, looking for a tip, and that's going to be grabbed by the goaltender Forsberg. So Toronto has absolutely been dominating the play here to start this game, and it looks real, real good. So what I'm not seeing, let's try this. So we're trying a few new programs running here today, so we want to make sure that everything is running as expected. Toronto has it in the Ottawa zone again. Sending it around in the corner. Digging through, battling hard. Here's Ottawa trying to get it out. Toronto holds the line. Toronto, cross ice to Riley. Riley going deep. Coming around. Toronto's just working it around the perimeter. Ottawa will give them that all day long. Matthews in the corner. Trying to come through. Now it's going to be airlifted out and down the ice. And that's going to be called. We got a penalty coming up against the Maple Leafs. Chris, welcome in. Go Leafs. Go Leafs. 2 minutes for holding. Oh, the crowd is not happy with that one. Matthews has a very serious look on his face. That's right. So Marner goes around. I still don't really see the hold, but they're going to call him on holding. No surprise. They let the punch to the back of the head go, but the holding call gets called. So Ottawa's going to go to the power play. Let's see what Toronto can turn around and do. There's Triton redeeming the Gator Ghost redemption in honor of our good friend the Gator. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for hitting that like. We really appreciate it. And of course, if you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe. Coming in to take the draw is Yarncroc against Giroux. A bit of a scramble, and Toronto's able to get it out and clear it down the ice. Ottawa back in their own zone. Sanderson going to start to move it up. Here they come. Giroux with the back pass, moving it up. Ottawa finally breaking into Toronto's zone. Dumping it off. DeBrincat, cross ice. Nice play by Toronto, picking it off. David Kempf made a nice play there momentarily, but Ottawa regains possession. Setting it back and forth. Here's Ottawa. Face-off dot. Going to bank it off the boards to the point. Comes across to Giroux. Back to the point. Here's a wrist shot and a nice save. That's going to be deflected into the corner. Sending it around. Ottawa still with possession. 1:19 to go here on the power play. Here's Giroux. Bringing it in. Face-off dot to the one-timer, and they score! Ottawa. Shane Pinto takes the lead. Yikes. Wow. Ottawa jumping out on a power play goal here early in this hockey game. Marner still arguing with the official over that call, which was just not a good call considering everything else that was going on. So Pinto just off the one-timer. Again, Samsonov could not see anything. Two bodies in front, standing right in front of him. And there's Circus redeeming the cheer, meaning I have to now cheer for the Ottawa Senators. Redeeming that cheer. Pinto's first of the year. He's going to pick that up from Giroux and Sanderson. Here's Ottawa. They're going to bring it back down into Toronto territory and around. Ottawa's keeping it in. Let's go Sens. Let's go Sens. Off the foot of Tkachuk. Tkachuk walking into the goaltender. Riley swatting at Tkachuk. A couple other bodies coming and pushing at Tkachuk. Tkachuk just causing all kinds of noises. He walked right into the blue and whacked the Toronto goaltender. So Tkachuk is just causing all kinds of noise. Samsonov trying to get the puck. Riley actually cross-checked him in the face. It was Brody that came in as well. Flame Legend Sports, welcome in. Panthers won. Yes, they did. Panthers won a good game over the Buffalo Sabres earlier today. And the Blues aren't starting Levo tonight. That's okay. Levo's one of those guys. He'll be in and out of the lineup all year long. So they're back to even strength now with that goal by Ottawa. Toronto's going to win it. They're going to get the rush going. Here comes Riley. Riley hauled off his feet. No call there. Wow. Engvall's going to fall down. So that already is going to tell us how the officiating is going to go in tonight's game. Kerfoot going to bring it down, trying to cycle it back around. Engvall misses it. Ottawa going in the corner to pick it up. And they're going to send it out down the ice. Brody, long stretch pass, is going to send Kerfoot in. Kerfoot breaking in, shot, and what a save by Forsberg. Off Kerfoot. What a great play. Kerfoot getting in. The refs suck. Yes, they do, Chris. Some real bad calls in the early moments tonight. Long pass coming over. Giordano's going to leave it there for Nylander, but he missed it. Here comes Ottawa the other way. Matthews trying to take it away from Stützle. Oh, now he hammers Stützle. Look out. Samsonov had to go to his right, to his left, back to his right very quickly. Here's Matthews. Picks up the puck coming around. Sandin with a little bit of a limp after blocking that. It's going to roll in on the Toronto goaltender. He's going to hold on to it. Sandin is not in good shape on the bench. He's hobbling on that foot. He's got that kind of look on his face. He is looking worse for wear. So Kerfoot, really good opportunity against Samsonov. Coming through, just tried to go far side, but couldn't get it past the outstretched pad of Forsberg. Oh, the instep off the ankle from the one-timer is what Sandin blocked. That hurts a lot. Puck is going to go off the glass and out of play. So we're going to get another stoppage here. Sandin still wincing in pain on the bench, trying to walk it off. He's going to come in and go for a little skate, see if he can shake it off. They're going to go for a commercial break. And with this time, we're going to welcome everybody. Thank you for coming in and joining us. Triton, Colin, Carlton, the Bear out, trying to fire up this squad, get them going. Thank you for joining us here on this Saturday night for Saturday Night Hockey. We really appreciate it. It's 1-0 Ottawa. We got under 10 to go here in the first period. And it has been such an unbelievable week for us on the channel. If you were joining us on Thursday, we hit our major milestone of 3,000 subscribers, which is absolutely crazy to believe we're here. But thank you for everyone who pitched in, subscribed, and got us to this point. Now, because we are at the 3,000 marker, it is official. Our 3K giveaway is active, sponsored by Cloud9 Getaways. If you need to book travel and you're looking to go on a cruise, an all-inclusive, maybe a sports trip, check out Chris at Cloud9 Getaways because he can help you out. And what we're doing is one of our subscribers is going to win and take home this brand new smartwatch. So make sure to find our giveaway video, watch it, and follow all the instructions so that you qualify. Because we've had a lot of people doing part of the instructions, but they haven't completed the whole thing. So make sure you complete the whole thing because that's how you'll qualify to win. We can't wait to give somebody this new smartwatch. Now, not only are we giving away a smartwatch, but Wednesday night we are kicking off our first ever hockey pool. Our fantasy hockey pool is starting off. It's a $50 entry fee, and the winner, the grand prize, somebody is going to get a 4-night stay for 4 people at a Las Vegas hotel. So if you want to go to Vegas, $50 entry fee is all it takes, and you can enter our hockey pool and win. We draft Wednesday, so make sure that you enter today. And to enter, you simply have to go to the following link that I'm dropping in the chat. If you go to this link, you can put through your registration fee, and we'll email you the link to sign up for the actual hockey pool itself. So it's going to be a whole lot of fun. We draft Wednesday night. So here it is. Muzzin in Ottawa zone looking to get this one back. His shot gets blocked. Here it comes. 3-on-2. The Senators working the way in. Quick shot from the trailer. That drops down. Muzzin trying to clear. He can't do it. Ottawa circling around. Giroux putting it in deep. It's there. Stolen by Tavares. Tavares, a little weak pass to Nylander, and they can't get it out. Samsonov has to come out to play it. All going to go off the boards. It's going to skip over the stick of Mulligan, and Ottawa's going to have to turn around. Ottawa's starting to pick up the pressure and get back in this hockey game. Over the line, it comes out, so Batherson has to come back. They're going to play it around. Tkachuk up to Batherson. He's trying to cut in, and that's stolen by Toronto. Stützle in there. Kerfoot finally picks it up, gets it to Justin Hall. Hall going to hit that red line and dump it in. Avoids a big hit when he does. In the Ottawa zone, Toronto digging in the corner, as is the Sens. Brandstrom's going to outlet it, but it's too far. It's going to come to Sandin. So Sandin looks okay after taking that shot. Pass up to Engvall. Kerfoot, he's going to float one in, and that's going to be grabbed by Forsberg, and we're going to force a draw here in the Ottawa zone. So Toronto really trying to move themselves to get going here. They're playing a little slow after they gave up that early goal. They need to get going. We need to get going. Everybody needs to get going. So we got 7:47 left to go here in the period. Shots are 8-6 in favor of Toronto, but Ottawa has the shot that counts. Here's Matthews going to win the draw, bringing it back to the point. Giordano getting it through. Marner missed the pass. Sens are going to pick it up. Here comes the Sens, stolen by Matthews. Matthews kicks it over, gets it to Marner. Marner tried to feed it backdoor to Matthews, and it just hopped over his stick. Matthews has had that a lot lately, where the puck just seems to be hopping over his stick or hopping away from him. Big shot and another big glove save by Samsonov. Very well done. Thomas Chabot teeing off there, and Samsonov reaching out the leather and slapping that one down. So the Sens last season only acquired 73 points, which put them 26 overall in the NHL. Ottawa obviously making some huge moves in the offseason, bringing in the likes of Claude Giroux and others, and they're looking to make a difference and really improve this season. And so far, they look good. Here's Riley, long pass, trying to hit the break man, and Kempf can't do it. Battling in the neutral zone. Toronto's going to lose the puck to Ottawa. Now it's stolen again. Reese, and he gets tripped up. Gets it over to Kempf. Kempf, he's being held there. Could call about 3 penalties so far on this play. Finally, it's going to come out and wrap around behind the net. Riley there on the far side. He's going to play it deep again. Aston Reese in front. Kempf with the puck, spinning, trying to get it to Reese. Can't. Reese is going to pick it up in the corner. Kicks it out in front. Kubel trying to get a shot off. He can't do it. Now he's going to circle around the other way and go back to the point. Over to Riley, far side. Riley's going to send it in front, looking for the tip, but nothing's there. Kempf couldn't get a stick on it. All right, good night, Noah. Have a great night. That's right, on Monday night, I'm so excited to be calling the game Toronto and the Arizona Coyotes. That's going to be awesome. For those of you that watch our hockey recap show, Even Strength, you know we tease a whole lot towards the Arizona Coyotes. So I'm very excited to be able to see what they can do coming into Toronto on Monday evening. So face off in the Ottawa zone. Ottawa's going to come away with it out and down the ice. No, Muzzin holds it in. He's going to send it around. Nylander chasing it down in the far corner. Tavares coming in to help out as well. It's going to scooch free. Ottawa, now they get it out. Toronto's going to back it up. Kicking it over to Justin Hall. About 6 minutes now left to go. Sending it in. No, it's stopped. Ottawa, nice job at the line. They're going to get it down deep. It seems to go from one team's defense to the other team's defense. Nobody's getting some good break-in action. They're going to dump it around. Samsonov's going to play it to Muzzin. Muzzin starting the play. Kicking it up. Here comes Toronto. Tavares bringing it in. He's going to spin around. He's going to bounce it off the boards and go to Marner. Marner kicking around, throwing a backhand at the net. Can't get it across to Sandin, who is ripping down the wing, trying to get in shooting position. And we got another save and another stop here. As with 5:42 left to go, it is still 1-0 Ottawa. Now, we can't take anything away from Toronto. Toronto's been doing a heck of a good job so far. They've been moving the puck well. They just are not getting the quality of shots that they need to. They're getting some, but they're very weak shots and really not testing this goaltender. The Ottawa defensive squad is actually looking really, really well. They're stopping Toronto at the line. They're doing a good job. So Toronto needs to figure out a better way of getting in and getting set up. Right now, if you look at the forwards for Toronto, Matthews really hasn't been able to get in and do much. Marner and Bunting have had a couple opportunities. Nylander has had a couple shots, but he hasn't really been effective. And Mulligan hasn't really been effective. The bottom six forwards, starting with the fourth line, the grind line with Austin Reese and Abe Kubel and David Kempf, they're doing exactly what they need to do. They're being physical, they're hitting, they're moving the puck, but they're not, getting any quality scoring chances, but nobody really anticipates they're going to do so. And then the Kerfoot Engvall line, they seem to be doing okay. For me right now, they're the best line on the ice. They're getting lots of opportunities, which is something you're not going to hear us say all that often, that the Kerfoot and Engvall line are the ones leading the way, of course, with Yarncroc as well. Yarncroc, a couple shots they didn't get through, but really leaned into them. So thanks for joining us here tonight. What a start. What a first period it's been. We need to see the Toronto team that we saw against Washington. just a few nights ago. Jose, welcome. I'm doing fantastic. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a great weekend so far. Well, if Sam said he knows you'd never... Uh-oh, I'm missing some conversation here. Well, if Sam said that he knows he would ever have to pay you that. Uh-oh. Cody's have zero chance. Oh, the worms? Yeah, no. That's not going to happen. So here it is. Matthews in to take this draw against Giroux. Matthews going to win that back to Brody. He's going to send it right around to Bunting. Bunting over to Matthews. Matthews has some room. Takes a shot. Comes in. Brody streaking. Takes a shot and a great save by the Ottawa goaltender. Brody with a beautiful pinch there as one of the Sens defensemen had fell and it gave him an open lane to drive all the way in. Puck comes all the way down the ice. Riley has to come back to pick it up. Here comes Riley. Chris, what's going on? There it is. Cloud9 Getaways in the chat. If you have any travel questions, take a moment and give it an ask. Here's Riley. Cross ice. Back to the point. Matthews. Over to Marner. Guys, you got to spread out. Marner sending it back over to Matthews, who leaves it for Brody, but Brody was going the wrong way. Couldn't change his velocity so quick. Here come the Sens breaking in behind the net. Kaslik sending it around. Gets it to Watson. Austin Watson. He's going to take out Brody. They still have the puck. Coming back over to Kaslik. Gets it to the point. Cross ice. Here's a little ripper. It's going to float through, and that's going to be steered to the corner by Samsonov. Toronto, come on. They're just having a sloppy time. But so is Ottawa, as nobody gets the puck, and it just simply rolls out of the zone. Here come the Sens. Busting in. Coming right down the slot. Passing it over. Quick shot. And a blocker save. Rebound. Nobody knows where it is. It dropped down right in the slot. And here's Tavares. He's going to pick it up. Stops to get away from Tkachuk. Gives it up to Muzzin. Muzzin trying to make a move, but Nylander was just offside as he couldn't hold up. So close. So close. Thanks, everyone, for being here tonight. If you're just coming in, if you're first time joining us here on the channel, thank you. Make sure you hit that like, hit that subscribe. We'd love to have you join us for more hockey. Of course, our next broadcast will be Monday against the Arizona Coyotes. So Toronto with a great opportunity there, coming close here in the closing 5 minutes of the first period. Here's the draw. Kerfoot loses that. Ottawa going to bring it back in. Coming up along the boards. Muzzin there, one hand on the stick, going to knock it out. Comes right back to the Sens. Here they come through the slot. Quick shot off the boards. Rebound right in front. Kerfoot coming back to save the day. Yarncroc going to play it around. Toronto now, their offensive zone possession time, 5 minutes, 10 seconds to 2:32 for the Sens. So Toronto still dominating the O-zone play, but Ottawa, again, has that one that counts. Here's big shot by Yarncroc. 88.8 miles an hour. Going back to the future with that blast. Picked up, and Ottawa's going to chip it out and down the ice. This is going to come down. It's going to be an icing call. And there we go. Looking up 34 likes on the board. Austin Matthews and likes. So we're going to kick it off with a little shimmy. We're going to fire it up. Get ourselves going here. Hitting the shimmy. Celebrating the likes. Thank you guys and gals for hitting that like for us. There we go. Boom. A little shimmy to kick off this hockey game. So welcome in, everybody. It's Saturday night. It's the best night for hockey. And here is Matthews deep in the zone of the Sens. Going to win the draw. Gets it back to Giordano. To Marner at the point. Marner hit a leg when he shot it in. It comes offside, so everybody's going to have to bail out. Here comes Toronto, making a move back in. Ottawa picks up the puck. Chabot, long stretch pass. Nice play by Toronto to take that away. Here's Marner. Marner going to bring it in. Gets it over to Matthews. Matthews takes a wrist shot. Bunting following up on the rebound. Trying to get it back to Matthews, but Ottawa picks it up in the corner. Here comes the Sens. Bring it in, and they're going to flip it down deep in Toronto zone. Sandin and Giordano back for the Leafs, trying to clear it out. Up to Matthews. Matthews, cross ice. Marner's going to play it back as they're going to switch up. Both teams making changes. 2.5 to go here in the first period. Would like to sleep? Welcome in. I'm doing fantastic, thank you. Hope you're having a good weekend so far. Turnover right in front. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Ottawa gave it away with their goaltender trapped behind the net, and Toronto just couldn't bury it in the empty net. The Ottawa defenders came back and were able to tie up the sticks, and Kempf is giving it to the officials. Just absolutely giving it to the officials. So that should be a penalty. Kempf is saying this went straight out, that Ottawa cleared it directly out of the zone. This should be an Ottawa penalty. This should be an Ottawa penalty. So the 4 officials, the 2 linesmen and the 2 referees are consulting, having a little conversation, discussing what they want to do for dinner after the game. And they're saying no penalty. You gotta be kidding me. Sheldon Keefe is losing his mind. This is a large crock of you-know-what. Holy cow, they haven't called the trips. They haven't called the hooks. They didn't call the punch to the back of the head that took Mulligan's helmet clean off. And now Ottawa shoots the puck clear out of the zone, and they are not calling a delay of game penalty. This is atrocious. The officials were so good in the first couple games. This is a drastic turn, and I'm not just saying this because I'm a Leaf fan. This is just bad officiating. And you know what's going to happen. They're going to turn around and call the next penalty on Toronto again. And it was on that bad power play that they gave the Senators where they scored their first goal. So Toronto has it down deep in Ottawa zone in the corner. Kempf trying to dig it out. Fighting in there. And Ottawa's going to bring it out, but Toronto grabs it back just outside the blue line. Riley going to send this one back down. Wow, what a start to this game. Not what the doctor ordered. Here comes the sends. Hamonic going to send this down the ice, and they're going to call an icing call. It's a good thing the officials still remember what an icing call is. Holy moly. Well, thank you for joining us. Appreciate it. If you're just coming in, hit that like, hit that subscribe. We'd appreciate it. Love to see you here for some future hockey streams as well. Bunting has the iPad out on the bench. Him and Marner taking a little look at it, reviewing what just transpired on their last shift, which is interesting in this day and age to see players doing, coming out and looking at the replays on the iPads. Here's Nylander, brings it around behind the net, still with the puck, turning around. Nylander still with it, tries to go cross ice to Tavares, and Forsberg going to get the stick in the way, chip it up into his glove, and hold on to it. So not a smart pass by Nylander. He had good control, but everybody in the building knew he was going to come across ice there to attempt to the captain. So something this line needs to do better. We've seen better out of Willie. He needs to step back up today. Scrap Metal, what's going on? Welcome in. Let's go. That's right. Here's Justin Hall. What a play, Justin Hall. Cheers, everybody. Every time Justin Hall makes a great play, we have to have a drink. Justin Hall charging in the side of the net, going backhand with a nice opportunity. Here's Ottawa. Ottawa coming up, breaking through. Justin Hall racing to get back. Shabbat coming in with the backhand. And a nice save by Samsonov in front. What a great shot there. Ottawa in the slot, and it was blocked by the Maple Leafs. Senators working around, coming through. It's now the last minute.
Last minute of play in this period.
Back at the point. Ottawa going to dish it off, circling around. Here's Tkachuk. Tkachuk coming through, taking a look, passing it through. No, can't get it. They're still with it. Here's a big blast from the point. That's going to go off the pad and wide. Shabbat, 36 miles an hour. Coming through. Hey, Morgan, what's going on? Welcome in. In the corner, Ottawa still controlling it. 30 seconds to go now. Ottawa tries to feed it into the slot. That's knocked away by Toronto, but they can't get it out. Coming across. Little toe drag off the back of the net. And Toronto trying to get it out. Desperately trying to get it out. Battling through it. 12 seconds to go. 10 seconds to go. And Toronto finally gets it out and down the ice.
Let's go.
Chesy Do, welcome in. Coming in with the subscribe. Thank you very much for joining us. Appreciate. That's going to be the end of the period. So we are going to go to our intermission studio. And of course, our first period intermission is brought to us by our good friend, Cloud9 Getaways. All right, welcome to the first period intermission studio. Thank you all for joining us. Again, what a first period, crazy action, back and forth. Let's take a look at what has gone on here in the first period of play. Kicking it off, the only goal of the period, Shane Pinto gets his first of the year from Giroux and Sanderson. Shots, Toronto still leading in shots at 13-11 for the Sens. Ottawa gets that goal on the power play, so they go 1-for-1. Toronto did not have a power play opportunity. The Maple Leafs absolutely dominating in the face-off circle, 67% to 33%. Huge advantage for the Leafs in the circle. Ottawa, though, leading 8 block shots. Toronto only with 3. In the takeaways, 6 for Ottawa, 5 for Toronto. 2 giveaways for Ottawa, 7 for Toronto. That's the number Toronto needs to cut down. And also, Ottawa is leading big time in the hits. 25 hits already to only 15 for Toronto. We saw Toronto leading in hits the first 2 games, so I expect them to get back in the hits cycle. Mitch Marner, the only one who took the penalty in the first period, holding against Brandstrom, and that was costly as the Senators scored that first goal. Gordon, good evening. Welcome in. Robert as well. Just got an offer for you to get yourself in a book. Wow. Just got an offer for you to get yourself in a book. What kind of book? I'm intrigued. That's pretty cool. Gator, what's going on? Gator, hope you and the fam are having a great time hanging out. But yeah, go Leafs go. Let's get things turning around. So if you missed it earlier when we kicked off the show today, we talked about the Matt Murray situation. So if you're like, there's a Matt Murray situation. Yes, indeedy. Matt Murray left the afternoon skate about 10 minutes in. He went over to the goaltender coach. They had some words. He skated over to the bench, through the gate and into the dressing room. Matt Murray is now put on long-term injury reserve, LTIR. He's out for at least a month with a groin injury. So that's right. He's out with a groin injury. And what it means, and this is why they had to put him on long-term IR. If they just put him out and said, oh yeah, he's day-to-day, he remains with the club. Toronto does not have the ability to call up an emergency backup goaltender, and they have to play with whoever the emergency backup is in the building. So if you recall, several years ago, when it was the Carolina Hurricanes, both their goaltenders went down. In comes the Zamboni driver as the emergency backup goaltender and beats Toronto. Well, you never want a situation where you're forced to play with that emergency backup goaltender as your backup, because that's what they are. They're lawyers, accountants, they work at Home Depot. They're Zamboni drivers. They're everyday people that have played hockey at a high level. And so you don't want to have them as your backup because it could be trouble. Now, it could work out very well. We've seen lots of emergency backup goaltenders play well, but they didn't want to take that chance. They put Murray on long-term injured reserve because with the groin, you're going to be out a while. We saw this with Mrazek last year. They put him on long-term, so what it means is automatically he has to miss a minimum of 10 games, and he has to be out a minimum of 24 days. Because they do that, they're eligible to call up Shalagrin right away. He comes in as the backup. Now, of course, Shalagrin took a nasty bump in last night's Marley game. He was playing, he just got bowled over. He didn't move for a little bit. He had to go off. He's fine. He passed all the health checks. He's good to go. So Shalagrin is the backup tonight. But also what it does, not only could they call up the emergency backup, it now gives Toronto $3.9 million in cap space, which they didn't have before. So you know what that means. Davey boy, what's going on? I checked up Joseph Wall. He's still rehabbing from an injury. Yeah, he's getting closer, but he's just not there yet. Not there yet, but very, very close. Andrew Ford, what's going on? 1-0 Islanders. I turned the TV volume off and prefer listening to your call. Canadian Maple fan, thank you so much. That is like the ultimate compliment. I appreciate that very much. Dave Owen, welcome in. Good evening. Hope everything is going well with our north of the border cousin. Absolutely. We are doing fantastic and hope you are doing well down south. So what this means, now that they have $3.9 million in cap space, you know who might maybe get a call up very soon? Nick Robertson. That's right. Nick Robertson was sent down because they didn't have any space for him, and he was waiver exempt. So now that they have all of this money, $3.9 million, they could call Robertson up, and we could see him come into play as well if they want to showcase Simmons a little bit. It gives them some cap space to put Simmons in the lineup and play with him. So there's lots of room now for Toronto to get creative with that $3.9 million in order to make something work with one of these other players. Yes, the officials, the good old officials, have been wonderful so far in this game, haven't they, Chris? Absolutely, absolutely brutal. So with the officials, I mean, listen, we saw this last season a lot, and especially in the playoffs, they had our number. We have to make our own future. We can sit here and hoot and holler and scream and shout and do all that noise, blaming the refs, but it's not going to change anything. The Leafs have to make their own opportunities. And while it was a bad call that gave the Sens the power play in which they scored, Toronto has had a lot of opportunities to get this game back, but they haven't been high quality opportunities. They need to get a little more aggressive. They need to pick up their skates a little bit more. Something seems to be holding them back. I'm not sure what it is. We saw when they played Washington, these guys were flying. They were on a mission. We're playing right now very much how they played Montreal. They're skating, but not skating as fast as they could. It seems like they're holding something back. And maybe it's a strategy. Maybe it's, hey, we're not going to go out all in full for the first period, have nothing left for the second period, and then come back strong in the third. Maybe they're trying to spread it out. Who knows? But they need to get back in here. And, with this injury to Matt Murray, the interesting piece of it is going to be Dallas Hockey Boy. What's going on? Welcome in. The interesting piece is going to be that the general manager of the Maple Leafs, Dubas, his contract is essentially over right now, right? He's just playing on this year, and he needs an extension or he's done. So he put a lot of his eggs in Murray's basket, hoping he's going to have a bounce back season. And the fact that he's now hurt, hopefully he comes back after a month and he's good to go. But if he's not, and he has an up and down season like Mrazek did, if Dubas cannot pull a miracle out of where the sun don't shine, he's going to find himself at a Toronto real quick. And it might not be before the end of the season. So he has a job to do. He's got to do it. Sheldon Keefe is probably on a little bit of eggshells as well, because if Dubas goes, Keefe isn't going to be far behind him. So it's going to be interesting to see how this whole Murray situation kind of shakes up the team. But more importantly, how does it shake things up in the general manager's office? Charlie, how's it going? Welcome in. Now, taking a look at the out-of-town scoreboard, there's a ton of games in flight tonight. Let's take our first stop over with the Boston Bruins. They're up 2-0 at the end of one over the Arizona Coyotes. Come on, who's shocked? Who's shocked? Anybody shocked? I can't imagine so. It was Pavel Zacha. He had his first from Foligno and Smith, and Charlie Coyle his first from Fedoruk and Greer. Over in New Jersey, it is the Devils 1-0 over the Detroit Red Wings. In the goal scorer there is Dougie Hamilton. He gets his first from Bratt and Signethammer. I can't pronounce that. Over in Pittsburgh, it is 1-1. The Penguins and the Tampa Bay Lightning, they're going head-to-head. It's Steven Stamkos, his fourth of the season. Wow, 4 goals already for Stammer from Hedman and Kucherov, and of course Crosby with number 2 from Gunsel and Dumlin. Over in the Island, it is 2-0 the Islanders over the Anaheim Ducks. It is Scott Mayfield with his first from Lee and Bouvier, and Matt Martin, the ex-Maple Leaf, the tough guy, Matt Martin, gets it in from Dobson. And there's a whole bunch of games that are just kicking off at 8 o'clock, so we're going to see what those ones fire up to be. Now, of course, we talk Yotes suck. Chris just coming right out there. That's so funny. Talking about things that are upcoming. We will be doing on Monday those Yotes that suck. We will be seeing them here against the Toronto Maple Leafs. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have fun with the game. And then on Wednesday is draft day. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about, we are doing a hockey pool. And the hockey pool, it's a $50 entry fee. We're running it through the Yahoo Fantasy Sports site. And you can win a grand prize trip for 4. It's a hotel stay for 4 in the fabulous Las Vegas. And of course, it is Las Vegas, Nevada, no other Las Vegas that we're going to send you to. So if you're a hockey pool fan and you're interested in getting in on that hockey pool, we're going to drop a link. You can go in and register. And of course, we'll email you the invite to the league. Robert coming in with the super chat. Robert, thank you so very much. That is so much appreciated. Coming in the $20 super chat. Thank you very, very much. That helps us so much. And of course, not only do I want to thank Robert for the super chat, but Robert, of course, a channel member, and all of our channel members coming in and supporting us. So thank you to Robert and all of our channel members. If you're interested in becoming a channel member, you can do so by clicking the join button next to subscribe if you're watching on a PC, and you will get instant access to all the custom emojis that Jacob just put in, and we change those from game to game, stream to stream. And of course, there are different levels, different packages available, each with its own perks and benefits. So everything that gets invested into us from our channel memberships, from the super chats, we turn around and put right back into the channel. We do it by investing into our hardware, into our software, the programs, everything we do, the effects. We try and bring you the best quality shows that we can. Roblox codes, how's it going? Welcome in. So one of the new things we're playing with, it doesn't seem to be working. So kind of on the side here, trying to figure out how to get that going and fired up. But there's a lot of new things that we're trying to do, and it's it only is here to make the streams better for everyone's enjoyment. Jacob had a question, very controversial: Raptors or Leafs? Well, Jacob, I think there's only one answer to that question. Argos. No, I'm just kidding. Leafs all the way. Leafs all the way. This is the Leaf crowd, hands down. So while we're waiting for this game to come back, I do actually have a question that I'm curious what you guys in the chat think, because you're Leaf fans, and from the top 4 guys that we have, and I had to think about how to word this, with Tavares, Marner, Nylander, who am I missing? Tavares, Marner, Nylander, and Austin Matthews. With those 4, if you can only keep 2, which 2 do you decide to keep? And you could just put initials. You don't have to type their full names, because I know it's a lot. Are we going to get an automatic pie thrower? Triton, it's on the Amazon wish list. No, I'm just kidding. Probably not. So who out of those 4, Matthews, Marner, Nylander, Tavares, you can only keep 2 of them. I'd be curious to know which are the 2 that you guys choose. I know who I choose. I'm going to wait. Blair says Matthews and JT. Matthews and Marner. Dallas, Matthews and Marner as well. Same with Chris. Interesting. Dave, when is Canada going to get an NFL team? Dave, I don't think it's going to ever happen, to be honest. I think what is the going rate for an NFL team now is like $1 billion or something crazy. So I really don't think that's going to happen. George goes Matthews and Marner, the M&M. Yeah, Davey boy agree. M&M. That's kind of my pick as well. Matthews for me was a no-brainer. And then it was kind of a toss-up with Marner and Tavares. And I'll tell you why. Nylander, see you later. I'm happy to send him on the first plane out. I really kind of thought, no problem, have an offer for you to get your channel. Yeah, Robert, I'm game. If you want, send me the details. If you need an email address, you can email me. It's on, if you go to the main channel page on the About Us section, at the bottom, you should see an email address there. You can email me whatever you need. I'll be happy to take a look. Let me know the details. That's very cool. Matthews, when we have to re-sign him, he's going to want a ridiculous amount of money, and rightly so. I think he's the biggest the biggest attraction in hockey. I put him, McDavid, and McKinnon are kind of all three together. Thank you, Dallas, dropping it in. There you go. So if you need to email me any of the details, you can grab my email there. So Matthews, for me, no brainer. You have to keep him. And then this is where I was stuck with Marner and Tavares. We know Tavares has a good history. We know he's played well. He's had some ups and downs. Last year was more down. The year before, he put in, 40 goals. He's a little slow on the skating side.
Let's go.
But I think he's a solid captain. B, welcome to the team. Just coming in with the subscription. B, thank you very much. Appreciate you coming in and joining our team. And then I was like, Marner, I keep Marner, but I say it conditionally because what I like to see with a Marner is him to take, I don't think he's worth what we're paying him, even though, in fairness, he did have 97 points last year. So he makes a good case for it. But if you take him away from Matthews, if there was no Austin Matthews, is Mitch Marner a 97-point player? I don't think he is. He's still probably an 80-point player, but I don't think he's a 97-point player. JT put in 47 goals. There you go, Blair. 47, that's huge. Sam, who do you keep, Binnington or Tarasenko? Jacob, that's a tough question. Binnington is a great goaltender. Tarasenko is a very underrated player. I don't think he has any heart left to stay in St. Louis. I think he wants out, so Binnington would be my choice there. Wait a minute, when did 3K happen? Jacob, wake up. Where have you been? That happened during our last stream. Last stream was insane. It was crazy, and we hit that marker. Is JT going to be value for money over the next 3 years? Yeah, Jeffrey, that's a good question. He'll probably be a discounted rate at the next 3 years. I don't think JT is going to be, again, a 40-goal scorer or a 45-goal scorer. I don't think right now he's worth what we're paying him. I think his career is on that downside, but I think he's a very important piece, and he does a lot in the locker room that we need to know about. So they're just coming out. They're coming back on. Let's get ready to go into our game screen. Sheldon, keep having a conversation with the official right now. So let's switch our screens and get ready for the second period. It's going to be a good second period. I see our stats here are just not working. I'll have to figure out, do I have to refresh it? Let's try. Nope. So we're trying to play with these new graphics here, and the coding behind doesn't seem to be working. So we're going to try and figure that out on the fly. Morgan, how's it going? Welcome in, buddy. I had a song I wrote that go viral. Oh, that's awesome. That is so cool. Yeah, but JT always has 60 to 88 points. That's true, Blair. And that's why he's worth keeping around, but not at his rate. Not at his rate. When you spend that much money on him, I think it's more of a detriment to the team. But here we go. Stützle coming in to take the draw against AM34, and it's Matthews that's going to win that draw. Going to be dumped into Ottawa territory. Ottawa back to pick it up. Marner watching to Tkachuk. There's a long pass. Hall's going to slow that down. Triton redeeming the freeze again to start this period as it comes over to Justin Hall. No! the freeze right at the beginning of the period. Here comes Ottawa coming in. That's broken up by Muzzin. Muzzin's going to go back and slow this one down. Thank you, everybody that came in and subscribed over the intermission. We appreciate it. We are climbing up towards 3,020, so make sure to hit that subscribe. Here comes the Sens coming across the line, bringing it down into Toronto's zone. Quick shot, and Samsonov had to be sharp with the leg to kick that one out. Here's Marner, gets it up to Riley. Riley thinks he's a forward, taking this all the way down into the corner. Going to chip it around for Tavares. Tavares behind the net. Centers it in front. There's a shot. Wow, was that Mulligan? No, it was Nylander. What a shot and a beautiful save there by the Sens goaltender. Here comes Batherson, shoots, and that's going to go just wide. Wow. These guys have come out flying here in this second period. Pass in front's going to roll just wide. DeBrincat couldn't get it. Holy cow, Nylander had a glorious opportunity. Here's Mulligan. He's going to chip this one in, and now the chase is on. Batherson in there in the corner, trying to get it past, chipping it through. Nylander coming back with a little trying to lift the stick away from the Ottawa player, Shane Pinto. Taking a long look, cross-ice pass stolen by Toronto. Here comes Kerfoot. Kerfoot bringing his way down, drops it over. Far shot, looking for the tip was Yarncroc, and it's tipped just over the corner. Yarncroc picking up the puck, skating around. Yarncroc is so strong on his skates. There's Kerfoot knocked down, no interference penalty. Kerfoot in the corner, sending it around. Giordano's kind of fallen a couple times here on the shift, and Ottawa's able to get it out and down the ice. That's going to be an icing call to the Senators. So it's going to come all the way back down into their own zone.
Oh, yeah.
Robert coming in with the upgrade of the membership. Robert, thank you so very much. A brand new membership that we just rolled out, our Young Guns. We just put that one out, and thank you very much for upgrading and coming in. I appreciate that so very much. Here's Matthews with the backhanding coming through. Let's get lots of chat hype. Lots of chat hype for Robert. Here's a feed coming in. Michael Bunting taking a look. Quick shot. Marner had to dance out of the way of that one. Behind the net, Toronto trying to chip it in front. Back to the point. Nice play. Hall to Muzzin. Muzzin to Matthews. Back to Muzzy. Muzzy's going high, and that one's going to go just wide. Going to boomerang this one around. Boy, they're coming close. Behind the net, Brody here to pick it up. Going to send it up along the boards. And we got a whistle. And Robert going to upgrade again. Robert going to upgrade to the all-star level. Robert, thank you very much. Much appreciated, Robert, coming in with the upgrade to the all-star membership level. Robert, do you have Discord access? If you do, let us know in one of the mods if you could get Robert's Discord name. Robert, for the all-star level, you can get access to our members-only Discord. So if you are a Discord user, we'll get you invited there. Triton, I apologize. I missed the cheer. So yes, I will get you that cheer. I'm trying to get this this other bot to start being bot-like. It just doesn't want to work for me. So here we go. Face off just outside the Ottawa zone. Toronto now going from left to right. They are wearing the blues. Ottawa in the whites. Toronto in the corner, kind of rubbed out in the boards. Here comes the Sens. Kelly going to bring it up. Pass across. Ottawa's going to chip it in high, and Samsonov's going to grab that on the chest. A little bit of rough stuff again in the crease. We got somebody, who is that? Tavares has an Ottawa Senator in a little bit of a sleeper hold. So Ottawa, we got to cheer for Ottawa now. Yeah, Blair, if you get back in there, let me know and we'll get you hooked up. Raptors won 137-134 in OT last night. Wow. That's a crazy score. Incredible. All right, let's see how I get this other thing rolling here. I don't like when things don't work for me. Let's try this. I'm just reading here real quickly. Next. All right, apologize. I'm trying to get this set up. Here's Ottawa. They have it in their own zone coming through. Samsonov out to play it. Ottawa forcing them around. Sandin in there. Kerfoot and Engvall, they're playing catch, and now it's going to come all the way down. Samsonov has to grab it, putting up huge numbers on the scoreboard for the Toronto Raptors. Yeah, it's crazy. I got to look at that box score and see how the scoring broke out. Here comes Toronto. Oh, I think this is why. In the corner, Sandin's going to go down. He's going to slide in the corner there. Chance in front. Ottawa behind the net. Toronto, Justin Hall's going to pick it up. He's going to start to move it out. Here comes Hall. Sending it down. In the corner, Matthews picks it up. He's going to send it back to the point, but it misses everybody, and that's going to roll down. Toronto turning it in. Hall gives it across to Bunting. Bunting tries to go across to Matthews. Bunting had to jump out of the way of two Senators coming barreling in. Randy coming in with the subscribe. Thank you very much, Randy. Welcome to the show. Yeah, Robert, that's fantastic. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Here's a big shot from Bunting again. Again, Robert, if you are a Discord user, let us know and we'll get your username to invite you to our members only, our All-Star and higher members only Discord. In the corner, chipping it around. That's going to be knocked down. Kubel couldn't complete the pass. It's going to roll back. Brody back to pick it up. They are working through, trying to get it going. Samsonov there. And Brody trying to come through, and it doesn't get there. So we got an icing call against Toronto. They're going to have to try and get this one back and going. So I'm trying to get this bot up and running, and I'm not sure exactly how to fire it up. So I apologize if I've seemed a little distracted. Delayed is where the referees one issue, but not going to stop the play for it. The next time play is stopped, his arm will come down. The penalty will be issued. Hopefully. Blues update. 1-0 Blues. All right. Jacob, who was the goal scorer? Let us know. Toronto going to dump this in. Is this going to be another icing call? Yes, it will. So another icing call. This is going to come all the way back. Give me 1 second. So Toronto's going to come all the way back. Oh, I see what's going on. Here's a big shot and a nice save there. Coming through. Back to the point. Ottawa starting to really open up. Firing away. Shots galore. And that's going to be a whistle very quickly. Let's try this again and get this going here. So these passes that come off the boards and bounce right back out, getting closer and closer, you got to be very careful because if you're not paying attention, that can bounce right out in front and you can find yourself in a whole heap of trouble very, very quickly. So now we got another icing call. Lots of icing calls here. All right. Can one of the mods just grab Blair's Discord name there and drop it in so we have record of that? And then, Blair, I'll get that invite out to you following the game. Pavel Buchnevich got the goal. That's awesome. He's a good player. I like him. He's really good. Here it is. Ottawa's going to dump it down. We got about 3:20 left to go in the second period. Excuse me. These guys battling it out. Here come the Leafs. Go Leafs, go chance starting to pick up. Go Leafs, go. The crowd trying to get into this game, get the Maple Leafs back in. Ottawa still ahead 1-0. And a quick shot, Samsonov is going to make this save again. Toronto goaltender really been doing a good job holding them into this hockey game. This is exactly what he needs to do. We know he's going to be the one to hold down the fort in the midterm, so he's really got to stand up and be good. Mike, what's going on? The PB cookies are in the oven. Nice. Sounds good. John, who is backup? So Shallegren is the backup goaltender tonight. He came up. They called him up on an emergency backup basis from the Marlies. David, hello. Welcome in. So that's kind of how it's going to shake down. So hopefully, Shallegren isn't going to get the start tonight. I'm going to go on an assumption that we're going to see Samsonov again on Monday against the Coyotes. But if there's ever a game to give Samsonov a little bit of a break and put in Shallegren, maybe it is against the Coyotes. Maybe that's the one where you give him a chance, because then the Leafs, I think, play Dallas on Thursday and Winnipeg on Saturday. So those are going to be two tough games. So Shallegren is maybe he gets to start on Monday. Shallegren will end up being number one. Jake, I kind of agree. I think at some point, 100%, he will become the number one goaltender. He looked so good when he played last year. And he's just a kid, right? He's a big guy. So I think with the right training and with the right, coaching, he could become real good. So that'll be exciting to see what they can do. So I wonder if I have to download something on another computer to get this thing going. So we'll figure it out. So here it is. Puck is dropped in Toronto's zone. They're going to get it up and down the ice. No, held in just at the line. Toronto able to clear it, but they're battling right by their blue line. Finally, it takes a funny hop and comes out to Yarncroc. Yarncroc going to get it up to Kerfoot. Here's Kerfoot. He's going to put it down low. In the corner. Banging it out front. Kerfoot off the boards. Chabot picks it up. Stolen again by Kerfoot. We got a penalty coming up to Ottawa. Finally, the arm goes up, and they're calling the hook. So a hooking call is going to come to the Ottawa Senators. Toronto is finally going to get their opportunity on the power play. Let's see if they can tie this game up. 2 minutes for hooking.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Florida Park Explorers in the house. What's going on? Bear Shark, I'm so glad you're here. Do you know Stream Elements? How do I kickstart the bot? It's not kicking on for me. If you know, I'd be open to your words of wisdom. Here it is. Ottawa's going to win the draw. The Senators went 4 for 4 on the penalty kill against Buffalo Thursday. So let's see what Toronto can do this time around. Riley with the puck. Taking his time. Going to start it up. Toronto's going to slowly work their way in. Stream Elements. So I'm trying something new with the elements. Coming in, Matthews. Going to kick this back to Riley. Riley over across looking for the one-timer, and that Matthews didn't get all of it. Marner going back to the point. Here's Riley over to Marner. Marner kind of throwing a high pass to Nylander. He couldn't get it. Puck is just hopping everywhere. Everywhere. The ice does not look so good. So Ottawa's going to clear this one out and down the ice. 11:37 to go here in the second period. 1 minute to go on the Toronto power play. Shots are now tied 15 apiece. Yes, Jacob, I would consider Jake Neighbors a rookie, and he looks amazing. Yes, I have the bot set as a mod. I just need to tell it to go. All the way down the ice, the Senators clear again. Robert coming in with the 199 super sticker, the big foam finger. Oh, I love the old foam fingers. Thank you, Robert. Robert crushing it tonight with all the support. Thank you so very much. Back to the point. Yarncroc and Giordano playing some catch. Going around behind the net. Mulligan's trying to get some space. Coming around, bunting in the slot, waiting for the pass. Coming back around to Mulligan. Mulligan throwing it across to Gio. Gio throwing it to the front of the net. Comes back, kicking it around to the point. Giordano over Mulligan. Little bounce pass for Bunting. Rebound is there. Yarncroc couldn't put it in. So close. If Neighbors scores, would it be his first? Yes, I believe it would be. I'm not sure if he played any limited time last season. If Ottawa's going to make the playoffs this year, yeah, they're looking mighty good. They're looking real good. Here comes Toronto. They're going to dump it in. That's going to do it for the power play. Power play has expired. They're at even strength. Here comes Tkachuk. He's going to dump that in. Back in the corner. Little bumping and crashing, grinding along. Stützle can't get it and bring it back. Oh, Triton redeeming the freeze again. Dropping the freeze on me. Triton killing me with the freezes. But welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us here tonight. It is a 1-0 hockey game in favor of the Ottawa Senators. We're just about halfway through this game, halfway through the second period. It's been a whole lot of fun so far. If you are coming in, make sure you hit that like. Of course, hit that subscribe if you're new. And just to let you know, if you are new and you're hanging out, you're earning points just by being here in the chat. And those points, you can always check them out by doing !points. It will tell you. Then, with those points, like you saw AAU Triton doing and some of the others, you can redeem your own graphics and bring them up on the screen. The other thing, with your points, if you are a channel member, you have the ability to play our gambling game. You can actually gamble your points to try and earn more points at a faster pace. William, what's going on? Go Sens, go. William, the Sens have definitely been the better team so far tonight. While the stats might tell one story, the scoreboard tells another, and the play on the ice has been all Senators. So thanks for joining us here tonight. We appreciate it. I just wish, it's funny that it's a tale of two teams with these Maple Leafs. We saw them play one way, against Montreal and how they're playing here tonight. We saw them play another way against Washington, and it's like two totally different teams. Dre the Unstoppable, what's going on? Yeah, haven't seen you for a while, my friend. Hope you are doing well. Hope you had a good off season, and so glad that we're back and hockey's back, and appreciate you coming back and hanging out with us. Not happening. Yeah, Sean. Yeah, hey, you never know. Check text. Okay, thank you, kind sir. Let's take a quick peek. There it is, Coaster Mom, new bunt cake in honor of our good friend Michael Bunting. He's my bestie, just has never met me, and that's our bunt cake redemption to honor him. Here's the Leafs going to clear it all the way out. Here comes Ottawa coming in. One sec. Shabbat with a quick shot. That's steered aside. In the corner. Here comes Toronto trying to get through Stützle. Man, he's got such a quick stick. He's able to pick it up and steal it away. Gonna pass it up. Stolen. Nice play. Austin Reese. Austin Reese, really good. He's I wasn't so sure about his signing, but he's really good as a role player on this fourth line with Kubal. Here comes Ottawa. Little passing in the slot. Quick shot. Giroux, point blank, and Samsonov says, not in my house. And the Leafs able to clear it out and bring it down the ice. Just in onside. Here's a long stretch pass tipped up. Coming in, Marner playing it around. Here comes the Leafs. in the corner. Ottawa dumping it right back down. Shots this period are almost non-existent. Only 6 for the Sens, 2 for the Maple Leafs. So not a good start. Ottawa's so underrated. I kind of agree with that statement. I think they are underrated, and I think Ottawa's going to surprise a lot of people this year. Dre's not surprised. Go Sens, go. And they are looking real good. Look at Drew. Oh, Matthews. So I'm happy Matthews goes down to block some shots. You know, it says a lot when your star player does that. But I don't like Matthews sticking his hand in front of the shot to block it. He took that one right off the wrist area. And we know his history with wrist injuries. 8 minutes to go now here in the second period. Toronto trying to claw their way back into this hockey game. They're not out of it by any means. It's only 1 goal. And here comes Nylander. Nylander stepping across the line, takes a shot. And the Forsberg making another great save. Coming across, Mulligan dumps it off to Nylander. Nylander circling around, takes a shot. There's a deflection from Tavares, goes just wide. Right now, Antoine Forsberg is playing much like Peter Forsberg. He's a superstar. I bet your Austin Matthews is going to go next, is to get the next goal for Toronto. I hope so. I'd love to see it happen. We need Matthews to start scoring in bunches. I mean, Stamkos already with 4. I think McDavid has a bunch as well. So we got an icing call against the Ottawa Senators. This is going to come back into Toronto territory. So they're going to take a moment, bring back the Matthews line. Face off, scrambled. Marner in there to pick it up, gets it back, comes across to Justin Hall. Hall into the slot, reaching for it was Marner. Backhander shot from Matthews, and I think that hit bunting. We got a Senator player with no bucket. He's got to leave, so the Sens are shorthanded for a moment. Kicks it off, a big blast from the point, rebound off the boards. Matthew trying to feed it through his legs, centered it in the slot, whacking at it, 1 whack, 2 whacks, and they're coming away. Everybody's getting whacks. And it's going to come out and down the ice. Muzzin has to go back and pick it up. No icing call. Wow. Here comes Toronto all the way down. Marner kind of gets pushed off the play. Matthews in with a big hit. Coming into the corner, back to the point to Brody. Brody, far side, top of the circle. Going to send it and cross, but it was behind the breaking player. Here's Bunting picking it up. Michael, bunt cake Bunting. Kicks it over to Matthews. Going to send it around far side. Toronto's offensive zone time is now up over 10 minutes. Only 5 minutes for the Sens. So Toronto doubling the amount of time in the offensive zone. Here's Matthews with a wrister. And that's shut down by Forsberg. Forsberg looking great. All the way down. Toronto back to turn it up, trying to bounce it off the boards. The big Tkachuk going to knock that one down. Let's try it again. Eggy's going to kick it up. Here's Riley. Riley hits Engvall. Engvall streaking 1 man to beat. Tries to shoot through the legs. That gets knocked away. Yarncroc going to send it back around in the corner. Picked up by Jake Sanderson. Sanderson's father in the crowd tonight, cheering him on. Going to roll down Stützle. That's stolen away. Here come the Leafs. Yarncroc going to start it up as Kerfoot's going to go for a change. Engvall in there on the rush. Putting some pressure, trying to hold it as reinforcements come in. Here's David Kempf as the 4th line comes on the ice. Throws it in front, hits 2 skates and goes just wide. The hockey gods not giving Toronto any breaks today. Kempf hauls it down, but it's going to get knocked out. And we got another call coming up. Everybody's looking around. Are they going to call Kempf? So Kempf went up. He grabbed it with the glove. Him and Batherson are tied up. Stützle is going to come away. Stützle is going to come away, and he kind of gets hauled down. So it looks like Kempf is going to get the call for holding or interference or hooking or insert whatever penalty that you feel is deemed to be called on that play. Oh, just an ugly kind of breakout there for Toronto. They need to get themselves back together here in the closing moments of this period. They definitely do not want to allow Ottawa to go up by 2. So just absolutely incredible game so far. Really impressed with the Sens. I mean, we watched them during the preseason, and they had moments, right? There's a lot of potential on this team, and it really seems in the early moments of the early games of this season, they've come together and come together quite quickly.
All right.
There's Triton bringing up everyone, calling out the Leafs, bringing up Carlton. There's Morgan calling up Matthews. Matthews wants to hear the noise. You have that computer open? All right. Can you bring it over here so I can try something? I know you're trying to do something. I'm taking over all the computers. Just 2 seconds. I'm going to try and see if we can figure out how to get this working. Leafs better start playing better. Their lines are not playing good right now. No, they're not. Yeah, I was saying the other day that it was Nylander who was looking like the best player on the ice for both. Oh, let me just unplug you for a second. Okay. All right. Whoa, what is going on here? Just Forsberg looking real good here tonight. So 2 minutes goes up. Kemp gets the penalty for holding. They win the draw. They get it back to the point. Ottawa is 1 for 1 tonight. Too many power plays. I agree. Coming around, Toronto able to get it out and clear it down the ice. Put Nylander with Matthews. That would be interesting. I think they could maybe spark each other and get going. Coming around, this is Toronto trying to get it out. It is in the neutral zone, in neutral territory. They're working it through, and here's DeBrincat. Going to come through. Pinto holding up, turning around. Setting this one across, back to the point. Ottawa playing a diamond formation. Long shot from the point. Hits a couple bodies and gets knocked down. That was very close. So nice little first minute of this power play for Ottawa. They're able to get it around, work it through. They're looking good. Toronto having some difficulty dealing with them. So that's not comforting as a Maple Leaf fan, seeing how Ottawa kind of running circles around them. So we got 1:08 left to go, 4 minutes to go here in the period. Shabbat puck is dropped. Samsonov with the paddle down side of the net. Going to block that one. Nice little play. In the corner. Joe trying to kick it out. Very dangerous pass. Almost put it right in front of his own net. Going to come around the far side. Big shot, and that's going to go wide. This is going to come back to the point. Here comes Stützle. Going to kick it in. He gets knocked off stride. Back to the point. Stützle again. Little tic-tac into Tkachuk with the toe. And a great save by Samsonov. Wow. That was a very close play. Scary close. Here they come the other way. Stützle picking it up, circling around. Right. You just let me know when that finishes installed. Oh, here comes Engvall shorthanded, trying to get it across, sending it in front. Rebound, 1 whack, 2 whacks. And then a great opportunity there for Abe Kubel. Shorthanded, couldn't put it in. Now the penalty is expired. They're all back at even strength. Toronto coming close. Tomorrow you're going to the Ottawa 67 game. Oh, Dre, that's awesome. That is fun. You're going to have a great time. Do you go to the 67 games from time to time, or is this your first? Toronto has it down, bringing it through. In the corner, going to tip it out. Finally, Matthews has it, and he's stolen right back by the Sens. Here comes Branson. He's going to dump this one down. All the way back. Ottawa keeping it in the Toronto zone. It's deflected up. Oh, didn't go over the glass. Just stays inside. Coming around. Riley. He's going to fire it up the boards. And that's going to go the length of the ice. But Toronto down there first, so no icing. Great play there by Marner. Bunting along the boards, working through. Trying to get through. Gio gets it in, keeps it in the corner. Here's Sandin with the puck. Taking a long look, springs another player. Here comes Toronto. It's Bunting. He's in the corner, but didn't have an outlet pass to Marner. Marner can't catch up to it. Marner is not looking well right now at all. Not impressed with Marner in this game. Here's Tavares back to pick it up. Yikes, almost skates it out in front of his own net. Here he comes. Nylander all alone. Oh, he dings the iron. Nylander off the iron. Matthews, he has an opportunity. Oh my gosh. Toronto's getting that close. That close. Okay, I think I found what my issue was previously. Number 2, you could have had the chance to do so close. 50 seconds to go here in the second period. Unbelievable. Here they come again, going backhand high, and that misses. Just got the crossbar, it looks like. Unbelievable. Here's Ottawa at the end of the period, 30 seconds to go. Big hit in the corner. Toronto breaking it. Here comes the Leafs. 2-on-2. They give it to Justin Hall. Back to Kerfoot. Kerfoot coming out of the corner. Finds the point to Muzzin. Back to Muzzin. Jake Muzzy shoots. He scores. They tip it in. They tie the game. Uh-oh, my computer's frozen. I can't hit the Leaf song. I want to hit the Leaf song. Let me hit the Leaf song, for crying out loud. I'm getting the color wheel. David Kempf is going to get the goal. Shoot. Oh no. Computer, say it ain't so. What is happening here? It's George Jetson, I tell you. My computer is frozen. I don't know if this is live. Oh my gosh. What's happening here? It's a me, Mario. Holy moly. What a play. I don't know. Are we back on? My computer totally froze. And there's the end of the period. I was always live? Oh, man. Unbelievable. What a finish. Oh, Leafs scored. Leafs scored. So let's take a look. Let's go back to our studio here. I don't understand. Oh, boy. Okay, where's the intermission studio? Let's go over here. What a crazy finish. Crazy, crazy finish. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the second intermission studio. So I'm not the only crazy one here. Welcome our two good friends. Dallas Hockey Girl. Yep, I couldn't have said that introduction any better. And our good friend. That's the wrong button. That's still the wrong button. There it is.
Oh, just keep hitting the wrong button.
The warlock himself. Hey, you, Triton.
And just so chat knows, no, we did not talk to each other that we were going to dress up for the game tonight.
I didn't know we were doing the Halloween dry run through now.
You always have to practice with your costume.
Don't make me cast a spell on you.
Oh, please, please. There's too many spells being cast already. Let's.
Okay, that's it. You asked for it.
Uh-oh. Are you gonna...
Fickitus, Zumba Kazing. I want your attention, everything. Hickitus, fickitus, mickitus, mom. Press the digitonium.
Poof! I disappeared! Where did he go? Sorry, I didn't pay the magic guy for the smoke to come up, so you don't get the same effect. Welcome in. That was pretty good, Triton, I must say. Welcome in.
Claire says you're dressed as a Leafs fan for Halloween.
There you go, dressed as a Leafs fan. So that goal officially was David Kempf from Muzzin and Yarncroc at 1943. So just snuck it in under the whistle. What a way to finish the period. Nicholas, welcome in.
By the skin of our teeth.
By the skin of our teeth. So I apologize. I got to kind of turn sideways because I'm trying to fix this other little technical blimp while we talk here. But Dallas,
Well,
what
I
are
sent
your...
you a hashtag that when you were trying to fix that. I said hashtag give D your wallet.
D has my wallet and everything inside of it. It's yeah. We have an ATM by her front door, so it's just as she's walking out, she's. I tried adding a convenience fee, but that got shut down. I'm just kidding. There's no ATM.
Don't we wish?
Wouldn't that be something? But there was a great one. She told me earlier, a great meme, but I'm gonna say it that I'm gonna mess it up. But that if I was an Amazon worker, I would be allowed to work from home.
No, your wife shops.
My wife shops so much that if I was an Amazon worker, I'd be able to work from home. Nope, that's still not right. I was a UPS driver, I would be able to work from home. Let's keep it going. My wife shops so much that if I was a UPS worker, I'd be allowed to work from home. There you go.
I love it. And I wish you could get, we do all our banking online. I wish you could just get money out of your laptop, because I actually had to go to the bank and get cash for something the other day. And I'm like, who carries cash? I mean, we all should carry some emergency cash. But
what's cash? It's so true.
Yeah, what's cash?
Grego, welcome in. Lewis, how's it going?
Welcome.
Okay, I think
So
I got
Sam,
this
what are
thing
you
going.
thinking of the game so far?
It's wild. It is
It's a
absolutely
very
wild.
low-scoring game, 1-1 at the end of the second period.
Right, but that means it's action-packed. Low-scoring games, it's always a lot of back and forth because they are not getting it near the net.
It is true.
Chandler.
It is very
No, that's
true.
my son's dog. His name's Chief.
Oh, Chief. Chief and Chandler.
There's 3 dogs in this house now.
Oh, goodness
wow.
me. That's a lot of dog walking. Yes, we just need Matthew's niece. I don't know if he hasn't had any Wheaties yet or what his deal is. If Stamkos has gotten 4 goals already, Matthews is behind. Like, he needs to roll. And let's
You
go.
haven't heard much about bunting tonight, though.
You know what? I'm not impressed with this first line altogether.
Need to mix it up.
Marner's just off. Matthews, he's getting some opportunities, but not like we normally see. And of course, Bunting's giving an effort, but you can't do it all by yourself. And look at that. This is second intermission. Sam, what are you new?
It's your first day as a YouTuber?
First day, yeah. Hi, I'm new. Welcome.
Welcome into YouTube.
So yeah, not overly impressed with that line. The fourth line, and I'm glad it was David Kempf who got the goal, because right now that's their fourth line. All right, Dre, see you later, buddy.
Bye, Dre. Thank you for coming.
Right
Good night,
now,
Dre.
that fourth line is the best line they have.
It is. They are really kicking butt and taking names on that fourth line.
So
And everything. Oh my gosh. The goalie. Oh my gosh. Why is his name not in my head?
our goalie or their goalie?
Our goalie, the one who needs the frozen peas.
Oh, Murray.
Murray. I went to say you know how that happens? You go to say a name and it just like flies out
Oh,
your head.
you're talking to the guy who was trying to think of a movie on the wrong service and was wondering why he couldn't find it. So yes, I know that very well.
Yes. That dude, somebody order him a truckload of frozen peas and we'll see him in about a month.
Yeah, I just hope they don't rush him back, because that would not be.
That's
good.
gotta hurt. I can't speak to groin injuries, so I can only imagine that they hurt.
Yeah, it's tough. It's a tough thing to have to go through, and hopefully it's a very easy recovery, and he comes back, and they don't rush him, and they get rolling. Because if he is out, and it comes to that 1 month marker, and they say, okay, time to come back, and he's not fully healed, he's going to come back. He's going to play a game. He's going to get hurt again. He's going to miss another month or longer. So let's just give him the time now.
Totally.
It's the start of the season. Let him rest up, take the time so he can come back and
really, they've got good backup. They've got good backup, so just go with it. Absolutely.
Well, you know what he needs to do while he's resting and recovering, right?
What's that?
Have Thin
Play
Mints?
Disney Dreamlight Valley.
Triton starting the fan club for Disney Dreamlight.
That's so funny.
Well, Dallas, what have you done today before the hockey game?
I went to a craft fair. I did laundry and I baked cookies.
Ooh.
Well, why don't you ask the host what he was doing before the hockey game?
Listen.
Were you playing Dreamlight?
In fairness, I get a few minutes here and there to log in and play. So when I had my opportunity, I had to take it. I was out at the hockey rinks by, what time was the first game? 10 o'clock? So we left at 9:30. We're at the rink by 10 o'clock. I didn't get home. And then I came home from that practice, dropped one off, grabbed the other one, went to another rink, spent another whack of time at the other rink. By the way, both, for some reason, were extremely cold today. They had the cold really cranked up.
They're always drafty. And was the coffee machine broken?
What's
it's
that?
not a real rink unless the coffee machine's broken. It's not a real rink.
So the first rink, they didn't have, the vending machines were empty. The snack bar was closed. But the second rink, I'll tell you, I was impressed. The snack bar was fully open and stocked. The vending machines were stocked.
Nice.
But the snack bar, they had, you could get fried dumplings. You could get chicken nuggets.
Ooh.
They had bagels, croissants, hot dogs.
Nice.
Now, of course, I didn't partake in any of that, but it was very tempting.
But you know it's there.
You know it's there. They got fries. They got poutine. So.
Yeah. Well, Dad.
All right, continue your story after the second rink.
Oh, yeah. So then I came home. We had lunch, and I had to go out, clean the garage, doing some house stuff. And then finally, we're getting ready. It's time to stream soon. So I'm like, let me go in and play a little bit. Because I had an Elsa quest I had to finish.
Were you growing onions last update?
Before you stream.
I did. So I finished the Elsa quest. I got enough Dreamlight that I could go and unlock the last biome. So I unlocked that, which is very, very cool. Super impressed with it. Finally was able to get some pumpkin seed. So I'm rolling now. I'm rolling. So
Wasn't
tomorrow,
your last update you were waiting for your onions to grow?
Yeah, got the onions grew. I was able to cook what I had to cook. So now it's
Those
time.
Pumpkins take forever to grow. Like it says 4 hours, but I've had them. I played the game for almost 7 hours, and my pumpkins still didn't grow.
Really? Wow. I'll have to make a separate garden.
I'm on PS4. I think the PS4 has a lot of glitches. That's supposed to help with this update in a couple of days. Come on, let's go October 19th.
He's waiting. Well, we won't see Triton again after the 19th. They'll be too busy playing. So, but yes, it's amazing that the one place had the good concession stand. With my dad running the arenas, you're talking to the girl who always was helping at the concession stand.
Oh, I've never heard of a concession stand selling dumplings. That sounds really good.
It looked like they had a bunch of homemade food there, which was just amazing.
Yeah, we were never that fancy. We had the hot dogs, the popcorn, the little bags of snack chips, and different candy bars and drinks, and coffee. But yeah, we didn't get that fancy. But when you're working the concession stand, you are a busy person.
Oh, for sure. And Robert, yeah, thank you again for all the support today. It is so much appreciated. The super chats and stickers and membership upgrades. I can't say it enough.
Yeah,
thank you.
You've been knocking it out of the rink, Robert, tonight.
Yeah, Ottawa is going to be a tough team. They're going to be really, really good.
They're all going to be tough. And don't get so glib about Arizona on Monday. Just watch. They'll beat us 5-0 or something.
Oh, don't say that.
My numbers are good.
As much as I want the Leafs to win the Stanley Cup, there's a strong part of me that says no, the Coyotes have to win the Stanley Cup.
That's even if I can't even think of something to compare it to because it's so far fetched. It's like if Batman and Superman show up in the next Avengers film, right? Just not gonna happen. Watch. We're gonna get off today, and there's gonna be a new trailer of some DC Marvel crossover.
And Wonder Woman.
And Wonder Woman, of course. Oh gosh.
Yes.
Ooh,
With
Wonder
Shira,
Woman.
Princess of Power.
Now, Dallas, that gives me some ideas for some GIFs.
Oh,
boy.
don't even.
Oh, not of you, Dallas.
Thank you. Thank God. That's something we don't need to see.
So
Oh, that means you're going to be in the Wonder Woman outfit then, Sam.
We said Wonder Woman, so it's
wouldn't
not
be the first time.
Dallas.
No, I'm just kidding.
If it's not me, it's you. Is that what you're dressing up for this year for Halloween, Sam? It's Wonder Woman?
I thought about it, but I just haven't been able to get my figure to where it needs to be. So I'm.
That's what you should do. Dress up as one. See, that's what the Girl Scouts need to do: is dress up as Wonder Woman, then go around and sell the cookies. They'll sell way more cookies.
But doesn't that
if she is listening right there, if you dress up as Wonder Woman, she better be behind the camera streaming that.
don't worry, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. It's okay. You don't need to hear what he said.
You can watch it later, D. Well, Triton wants the Coyotes to win because when we were talking last stream, I said, just wait. I said, the Coyotes will win the Stanley Cup, and then you and Bear Shark will have to eat a worm sandwich.
Oh God!
And they agree.
I think
so he wants you. He wants them to win so that you have to eat the worm sandwich.
See, they didn't think I saw that because I wasn't feeling good that night, but I always watch the replays.
Yeah. Oh, we know. I've learned. You are the replay king.
We know you're sneaking in the background. So, chat, what are your predictions for the final score of the game? Put them in the chat. What's our predictions for the final score?
That's a hard prediction tonight, Dallas, the way this game is going.
It is. It is. What are you saying, man?
I'm going to say 2-3 Leafs in overtime.
Ooh. Hold on. We got to write that in the book. Hold on. 2-3 Leafs in overtime. Okay.
I think it's going to be a 2-1 game. I'm going 2-1. Oh, did I just get this working? Oh.
2-1 Leafs.
2-1 for what? For what though, Sam?
2-1 Leafs. We're gonna go 2-1 Leafs.
You had to think about that for a minute, folks. You noticed that.
Yeah. Randy, how's it going? Welcome. Randy's calling 3-1 Ottawa. Duke's going 3-1 Leafs. 3-2 Morgan.
I'm going to go 2-1 Ottawa in overtime.
2-1 Ottawa in overtime.
That's what the almanac is telling me.
That's what the almanac.
I thought that almanac ran out.
I got the special edition.
You are special.
Ha ha. Oh, we're so clever.
I meant that in a nice way this time. It's not always trash talking.
Sam's writing his thesis over there.
I'm trying to get this other.
We're giving you a hard time.
I'm trying to get this other bot working, and it's driving me nuts. I hate when these things stump me. And of course, if you're trying to set these things up, a lot of the time you actually have to be live streaming to get it to function. And so, of course, I'm typical fashion. I don't read the instructions. I just say, okay, click, 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 click. So
wait, there's instructions?
Yeah.
Such a man. Don't read the and you don't ask for directions either when you're lost, right?
No. Why would you do that?
Yeah, why would we do that? We have phones. We have phones with GPS on them.
It just means you got to stop and the whole.
No, that was our. That's retro. Yeah, no maps, no anything, and you don't bloody well stop to ask for directions, even though you pass 3 gas stations.
All right, and while Sam's trying to figure out his bots, what's everybody's third period snacks?
Yes, what are the snacks tonight? It's Saturday night. What are the snacks?
I think I might have a bowl of Count Chocula cereal.
Ooh, that's Dee's favorite.
I think I just heard her in the background too.
she's running to the kitchen. Steven wants to know, what is your top 3 donuts? For me, it's apple cider, pumpkin spice, and cinnamon sugar. For me, Steven, there's only one: Boston cream.
Chocolate Timbits.
That's my wife's favorite.
Here you go. Here you go. Anybody want to share?
I have a whole big family box too. Me and Dee can have a bowl of cereal together.
There you go. You guys can have your bowl of cereal together while we play some Disney Dreamlight.
Oh my gosh.
Dallas is like, yeah, I gotta go do anything else.
Kind of.
My favorite donut is a chocolate cream filled donut.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, chocolate Timbits.
Nice.
We don't have Tim Hortons down here, so.
Nice.
Little bite-sized chocolate Timbits.
Robert says he makes his own fries with cheese curds. Oh, so
I make fries. We have very good friends who's from Greece, so we get the special Greek olive oil. So we cut up the potatoes into French fries and have Greek. We refer to them as the Greek French fries because of the Greek olive oil, but the Greek olive oil makes all the difference.
I make my own homemade chicken nuggets.
That sounds good too.
I love chicken nuggets.
Okay, we need to do a joint cooking stream one day. One could be main course, one could be cooking a dessert.
So while we're going to plan that cooking stream, they're getting ready to come back for the 3rd period of play. So we're going to have to switch our screens over. I don't think I'm going to be able to get this thing working, which means it's going to drive me bonkers.
You've been fighting with it for the last 40 minutes.
I know, right? Oh, so frustrating. Technology.
You forgot to dot the end of the thing.
It's going to be something really small, and I'm going to be cursing all night long.
You can join my dad. He's cursing at the TV right now with this game. So.
There you go. Well, listen, thank you guys as always. Let's switch over. 3rd period. They're just dropping the puck. We'll see you very soon.
Have a good game,
see you in the chat.
All right, those are our good friends, Dallas Hockey Girl and AAU Triton again, dropping the freeze right at the beginning of the period. Here's Ottawa coming in, almost scoring. I better freeze quickly. There we go. Here's Matthew Marner, and that's going to go up over the net. Kempf scored right at the end of the 2nd period, so they're just announcing his goal now. So Zub gives it over to Batherson, tried to go cross ice for Stützle, and just can't tip it and knock it in. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for hanging out through intermission and bearing with me while I was trying to work on that situation, enjoying some conversation with our friends AAU and Dallas Hockey Girl. Toronto with the puck. They turn it over. Here comes Ottawa now. Ottawa starting to work their way out of the zone. Ottawa moving from left to right. Again, it's Toronto back in their home goal. Here come the Leafs. They're going to kick it up. Mulligan has it, giving it to Riley. Riley coming through and can't get it back to Mulligan. Ottawa's going to turn, and here comes the Sens. 3-on-2. Coming in, pass across. Wide open for Pinto. Tries to go 5-hole. Oh, sorry, it was Norris. Excuse me, not Pinto. It was Norris. He tries to go 5-hole. And Samsonov shut those legs tight. There was no way that was squeezing through. Unbelievable. What a rush coming in. And Samsonov had to be sharp. It was a nice play. Had Norris been able to drop that back, he would put it across to a charging Ottawa Senator on the backside, they would have been able to knock that in. But they just couldn't get there and put it in. So it's still a 1-1 game here at the start of the 3rd period of hockey. Long pass down. It's a race for it. Austin Reese, really fast skater. Couldn't catch up to the puck, but really quick. Coming down around, Toronto in the corner. Giordano back to pick it up. Both teams being aggressive on the dump-ins. Long pass misses everyone. Going to go the length of the ice, and that's going to be an icing call. Oh, what is this? So Toronto is coming out here. They came out quick on the gun. We're looking to see them take a little bit of an advantage. We'd like to see them to get a little bit of a jump right? Something they haven't been able to do in this game. They just haven't been able to get that little breakout, which they need. Here's Ottawa coming across. One whack from Brandstrom, 85 miles an hour. Nice stop there. A lot of traffic in front of Samsonov. Puck comes across the other side. That's going to go back. Samsonov flaps at that and watches it go past. Wow, did he have to be real close there. Here comes Ottawa. Working the way through. Kerfoot's going to kick it ahead. Tries to get it over to Yarncroc. Can't do it. Ottawa coming through. Engvall almost stole it in front of the net. That was a close call. Going to come out and down. Jake Muzzin has to go back and pick it up. Here's Muzzin. Turning around. Going to dump it in. Chases on as they're in the corner. Ottawa picks it up and sends it. Here come the Sens. Long pass down. Austin Watson. He's going to dump it back. Puck comes back to Watson. He has it behind the Toronto net. Trying to send it through. Jacob says it's 2-2. All right, thank you, Jacob. Kicking it through. Ottawa in the slot. Can't pull the trigger. Getting real close. In the corner. Little hit there. Bouncing it over. Yarncroc has possession. Yarncroc circling around. Here's Justin Hall holding it for Toronto. Hall going to start his way up. J-Dubs, what's going on? Let's go. Absolutely. Here's Norris. Coming all the way through. In front, tip in. One whack, two whack. And it's picked up by Bunting. Bunting there to save the day. Triton redeeming the wave. Everybody get your wave hands up. We're going to start our virtual wave going around the rink. Here's Toronto off the post again. Brody this time. He's going to go way wide. This is going to come out. They're going to circle around. 3, 2, 1. Hey, it's virtual wave time. The wave is going. Triton firing it up. J-Dubs. Matthews has done Bubkiss. Oh, the Ottawa goalie played it and he actually fanned on it. Hey. There it is, the hands going up. Let's see everybody's hands. Wave them like you just don't care. In the corner, Toronto sending it around, back to the point. Tipped out. Toronto finally trying to knock it in. Mulligan kicks it ahead, and he's going to give chase. Ottawa there to pick it up. Gio coming around. Mott back to pick it up. Here comes Mott, starting to charge ahead. Here's Mott through the zone. Quick shot, knocked down, but look out. Toronto playing with it in front of their own net. That could be dangerous. Could be very dangerous. Here's Toronto in the corner. Kind of kicking it through. Reese coming through with a nice pass. Kubel in there. Everybody's battling hard. But Muzzin almost caught the Sens in a change. Toronto still has it in. Toronto taking a look. Kempf is breaking to the net, and the shot is going to be grabbed by the Ottawa goaltender. Lots of opportunities, but Toronto just can't put it in. They're coming closer and closer. Very close, just not close enough. Wow. Absolutely incredible. Teams battling hard, trying to get through there. You're taking a long look. Toronto in for the draw. Now they win it. Comes back around. Ottawa picks up the loose puck. Muzzin comes into pinch. Kerfoot fades back to the point. Here it comes out. Yarncroc battling in the neutral zone. Gets it to Engvall. Engvall can't keep it in. This is going to come out. Yarncroc fighting for it, but Norris is going to squeeze by. Here comes Toronto now. They have the puck. Hall plays it up to Yarncroc. Yarncroc spinning away, goes back to Hall. Hall, long stretch pass, hits Kerfoot just inside the Ottawa blue line. He's going to slide it in. Pierre Engvall in there as well. Ottawa picks up the puck and comes away for it. Come on, boys. All the way back into Toronto zone. They have to set it up again. Here comes Bunting. Kicking it back over. Loses it in the corner. Marner takes down the Ottawa player. Here come the Leafs. No, they turn it over. Nope, they steal it back. Nope, they give it away. So many giveaways. I'd love to see what the official recorded stat is, because there's a ton of giveaways going on here. In the corner, look out. There's a shot. Samsonov made an awkward type of save, and he kind of got knocked down. Very careful there. Wow. So Sens can't put it in, but they were certainly very, very close to doing so. Too close for comfort. They're going to go to a commercial break. Ladies and gentlemen, let me take this time to make mention of our good friends, the Florida Park Explorers and FPEN Sports. Check them out. Dave, the Bear Shark on FPEN Sports. He covers the New York Rangers as well. We are doing our hockey draft live on a special edition of Even Strength this coming up Wednesday. If you want to get in on the draft, there's a couple spots still available. It is a $50 entry fee. And with that $50 entry fee, you could win a 4-night stay at a hotel in Las Vegas. So if you're interested, send me a DM on Instagram, or I'm going to drop a link in the chat. If you go to this link, you can put your $50 entry fee in, and the email you use, we will email an invite to the league. And we draft Wednesday. If you cannot make the draft, that's okay. We're doing it through the Yahoo Fantasy Sports site, and you can pre-rank your players, and it will auto-draft for you. It's going to be lots of fun. There could be prizes all season long. Again, $50 entry fee. And that is our good friends, the Florida Park Explorers and FPEN Sports. Check them out. Now I want to mention our other partner, Pete McDevitt Show. Pete is doing incredible work over on his site for baseball. He's covering 3 baseball games a day, covering all the MLB playoffs. So if you're a baseball guy or gal, or you're into football, check him out, Pete McDevitt Show. And of course, the last announcement, but certainly not the least, if you've just subscribed recently, you have helped us get over 3K. And because we are over 3K, you can enter our giveaway, and somebody is going to take home a brand new smartwatch, courtesy of our good friends at Cloud9 Getaways. So if you want to win the watch when this game is over, find our giveaway post, find the contest video, and find all the instructions so you can qualify to win. So thank you everyone for being here tonight and hanging out. We're having a lot of fun. If you're just coming in, make sure to hit that like, hit that subscribe. We are on our way. Here's a quick shot right off the draw, and that goes just wide. Sandin for Toronto picks it up, sends it behind the net to Tavares, leaves it there for Nylander. Nylander going to send it back around. Here's Mulligan. Mulligan to the point. Giordano bobbles it. Was it offside? It was, so all the Leafs have to bail. They all have to leave the zone. Here's Zub, kind of pulling it back as both teams making some changes. Here comes the Sens to regroup. We got 13 minutes to go here in this hockey game. It is a 1-1 game. In the corner, Sandin back with it. Pulled away is Mulligan. He sends it out to Nylander. Nylander tried to tip it ahead for Tavares, but Ottawa was able to keep it in and keep the pressure on. Sens coming right out in front. Big shot. And a nice save there by Samsonov, but they're calling a hand pass. So had they scored, it would have been no goal. Toronto is leading in shots, 26-23. This game has been full of energy from the Ottawa Senators side. They've been playing a great game. Toronto has been doing okay defensively, but their offense is sitting in the lost and found, and they need to find it real quick. Because Ottawa's going to keep coming. Toronto is not going to win this game if they keep playing the way they are playing. Back to the point. Here's Sens. They're going to send this one around. Coming in to pick it up is Riley. Riley sends it ahead to Austin Reese. This fourth line for the Maple Leafs have been the best line by far. Kicking it through, holding it in. Austin Reese, nice play. Trying to find Kubel, can't do it. Comes out and Riley's going to send it right back in. Riley is having a strong game. In the corner. Trying to come through with it, tipped out. Here they come. This is going to be sent around. In the corner, big hit there. Toronto trying to kick it out. Here comes the Leafs. It's Austin Matthews. Going to drop it off. Rebound. Toronto sent it in looking for the tip by Matthews, and that gets deflected. So close, but yet so far. Here's Hall going to take it into the corner. Marner. He's going to knock it aside. In the corner, turning, taking a shot. Marner, Toronto still with it, back to the point. Sending it across. Hey, Morgan, what's going on? Argos 15, Elks 16. Oh, so close. Here it comes, back to Matthews. Matthews takes a shot, and that's gloved out of the air. Wow. They just can't get it going. Jacob hath returned. Well, welcome for hath returning. Zub doing such a good job. A really good job. So here we go. 11 minutes now. Shots 27-24. Ottawa had the momentum. Toronto starting to swing it back their favor. Remember, early on, after the first period, Toronto, I said, was dominating in the face-off circle. Toronto's only up by a little bit now, 52%. Ottawa has come all the way back in terms of winning face-offs. In the corner, digging through it, Yarncroc. He's in there with Engvall. Trying to pull it away, they can't. Finally, Engvall passes it back to the point, but it's between the two defense. Riley has to go back to chase it. Here comes the Leafs. Kerfoot trying to spin and get this going. Trying to wake his team up. Gives it over to Engvall, but too far. So many players just not skating right now for the Leafs. It's all Ottawa. Ottawa going to put it around Riley back to pick it up. Excuse me. Here's Riley taking a look, waiting for reinforcements. Now the line change is complete. Riley sends it ahead. Mulligan is going to play it off the boards. Now he's going to chase it. Big hit against Jake Sanderson. They're going to clear it out. Toronto back to pick it up. Muzzin has it. Muzzin taking a look. Cross ice. Tried to hit Mulligan, but Mulligan was standing still. He wasn't skating, and that's Toronto's issue right now, is they're just not skating. Here comes Nylander. He bobbles the puck. Coming in, drops it for Mulligan. Mulligan, toe drag, tries to take the shot, but that's knocked down by Sanderson. Justin Hall comes in with the pinch. Over to Tavares, back to Hall. Hall takes a shot, hits the Ottawa goaltender in the chest, and the puck comes down. Mulligan taken down off his feet. No call. Here's a break for Ottawa, coming in on the backhand, and a nice save by Samsonov. Off Tkachuk. Or sorry, was it Tkachuk? Or maybe it was Pinto. It's so hard to tell. Puck coming around. Ottawa still has it in Toronto's zone. Just over 9 minutes to go now here in the third period. This is coming out, kicked ahead. Ottawa trying to play it up. Toronto stumbling on it. Now they're going to backhand it out and down the ice. Kicking around to Zub. Zub going to start to move it. Here's a long stretch pass. Here's Ottawa breaking into Toronto's zone. Stops, turning around. Matthews comes in there to give some defensive support. Riley in there. Watch the high stick, Austin. Coming back the other side. Long wrist shot. That gets knocked down. In the corner, Ottawa comes back out in front. That's stolen. Here comes Toronto. Kubel gives it ahead to Matthews. Matthews coming around with the backhand. He gets forced to the outside. Couldn't turn the corner. The rest of the line now joining in. Here's Matthews with the puck. Bring it into Ottawa's zone. Quick shot from Marner on a sharp angle. That doesn't go anywhere near where it needed to go. You can't score on those sharp angle shots. And Ottawa comes in on the offside. I'm feeling OT vibes. Dallas, I don't know if it's going to get there. Watching the way this third period is going, it was Tkachuk on that breakaway. I have a feeling Ottawa is going to end this one before the game is over. They're going to go to a commercial break. Ladies and gentlemen, let me take a moment. I haven't done it all night. Let me properly thank all of our channel members. Are you tired of going a million miles an hour? Well, do we have some exciting news for you? Today, you can become a channel member. That's right. Join the Samwelb12 Experience and get exclusive benefits simply by clicking the join button. Get your custom emojis and more by joining the Samwelb Experience today. Thank you. Hit the join button and we'll see you in the streams. Thank you again so much to all of our channel members. We appreciate all of the support that you do investing in us. And like we kind of talked about earlier, everything that you invest in us, we turn around and invest right back into the channel. Whether it's software, hardware, prizes, we do everything we can do to make this the best viewing experience for all of you. We would not be here now over 3,020 subscribers strong if each and every one of you didn't have an individual effort to put forth and make this channel what it is. So from all of us here in the Samwelb12 Experience household, thank you, channel members. Thank you, everybody, for your support. Here we go. 8 minutes in counting. The time is ticking away as the Leafs have it in the Senators zone, trying to come through, trying to turn this on. Bunting in the corner. Bunting, he's been the only one on this top line that's really putting forth a solid effort. I mean, I'm sure they all are, but he's the only one that really comes across showing that effort. Big hit from Riley in the corner. Long pass up to Matthews. He bobbles it. Puck has to stop. There's a Leaf that gets dropped, and this is going to be a penalty. Interference. Austin Watson. He's going to go to the box. He's going to put Toronto on their second power play opportunity. Now's the time to turn this around. Come on, boys. That's right, Duke. That's right. It's time to get this going. So here's Mr. Riley. He had the opportunity. He tried to get it ahead to Matthews. Couldn't do it. Toronto now on the interference call. 2 minutes or less on the board. We are talking under 7 or about 7 minutes to go. 7.5 minutes to go here in the third period. 29 shots to 25 shots. Tavares in to take the draw. Let's turn this around, Leaf fans. If you're a Leaf fan, you're in the chat. Put Go Leafs Go in the chat. Let's get the good mojo flowing. Alex, welcome in. Hope you're doing well, having a great weekend. Let's flood the chat with Go Leafs Go. Get that good mojo out there and rolling. There it is. Dallas is going to kick it off. So here it is. Scramble draw. Tavares actually wins that. Back to the point. Here come the Go Leafs Goes coming in, giving the Leafs that mojo. Long shot. Tavares looking for the tip. It falls down in front. Marner there, and they can't pull it up. Comes away. Ottawa starting to move it out. Here comes Tyler Mott, shorthanded. Going to bring it over, can't get a shot. Nylander picks it up. Gets skating, boys. Nylander going to bring it in. Circling around. looking to hit Marner with a cross ice pass. That's intercepted. How many times do I have to tell you? You cannot have these long cross ice passes. They're doing it way too much. The rally hat, the rally hat. Yes, Dallas. Good call. Good call. We're going the rally hat. We're getting the hat going. We're doing what we can do. The rally hat on. We're going to put the rally Crocs on pretty soon. Here it is, Riley with the puck. Bring it up. Nobody's skating again. Leaving it for Matthews. He's going to dump it in and chase. A minute and 10 seconds left in the power play. There's Triton redeeming Carlton and the Bear. Here they come. They score! Willie Nylander! Yeah, baby! There it is, Big Willie Styles showing up. He's burying it, lighting the lamp. Willie Nylander on the power play. It's the rally hat. It's the rally hat. As soon as we dump the rally hat on, the Leafs come up, and out of a broken play, Marner just holds it in, gets it to Matthews. Matthews to Nylander, and he makes no mistake about it. He buries it. Unbelievable. Alex, you just said it. You called it. It's all the magic of the rally hat. There it is, Morgan bringing the Go Leafs Go chant to life. Wow. No, that's right. AAU, it's you helped. Bringing Carlton the Bear out helped. The Go Leafs Go in the chat helped. Everything gave the good vibes, the good mojo. That's the ultimate chat redeem goal. We all contributed, and we made it happen. So there it is. The Leafs now up 2-1. Their first lead in this game. Willie Nylander gets his second from Matthews and Tavares. Tavares' third point. His third assist, I should say. Unbelievable. What a piece of this game. Dallas. Nice. His second goal of the season. So we still got 6 minutes to go here in the third period. Toronto bringing it out. Here's Kerf. Kerfoot gets it up to Engvall. Engvall trying to turn the corner. Can't do it. He gets pushed down. Very dangerous play into the boards. Here comes Ottawa. Ottawa fighting back. Bring it in. Big toe curl on their own. Takes a shot and that gets knocked down. Yarncroc is going to pick it up. He's going to chip it ahead. Engvall. He's going to tie it up as the Leafs making some changes. Tkachuk's going to give Engvall a shot. Little jousting at the benches. 5.5 minutes now to go here in the third period. Here come the Leafs. Sorry, the Sens. They're going to flick it down. DeBrincat. He's going to bring it. Tries to center it in front. Comes back to the point. Ottawa swings it to Sanderson. Big shot. And a great glove save by Samsonov. Staying alive. Keeping this one shut down. What a great play there. The Leafs coming in, putting up that goal. Earlier, the Leafs are up. Blair, don't take it away from us. Don't take it away from us. But it is, the Leafs are up. It's awesome. Taking a quick look at the total point leaders here in the league. Of course, this is strictly of the first couple games. The last or today's points don't count. Connor McDavid was tied with Natushkin and Niederreiter and Stamkos for the lead, but I know Stamkos has a goal today, so he's actually in the lead with 4 goals. On the assist front, it was Panarin, Rantanen, McKinnon. Just Panarin and Rantanen tied with 5 assists. McKinnon, Pasternak, and Riley tied with 3, and now John Tavares is going to move up there. Anthony Panarin leads all players in points with a total of 6. So it's pretty awesome start. And it's funny, if you look down the power play goal marker, sitting tied for second place with power play goals. And this is going to change. He'll be knocked off here very soon. Arizona Coyote forward Nick Ritchie. Nick Ritchie sitting in second place in terms of power play goals. So that's pretty awesome. It's always fun to watch how these stats play out at the beginning of the season. Looking at penalty minutes, Seattle Kraken have number 2 and number 3 on the penalty minute leaderboard locked up. Ryan Donato with 8 and Will Borgen with 7. So we'll keep an eye on the league leaders all season long. So crazy goal history here in this game. Pinto took the lead. David Kempf tied it up. And William Nylander, moments ago, just gave the Leafs the 2-1 lead. So here we go. 5:17. Coming around in front. Ottawa, 1 whack, 2 whack. No, it's in the net. It's in the net. Claude Giroux for the Senators. Some sloppy play in front, and just like that, Claude Giroux is able to somehow find the back of the net. That did not last long. Darn is right. So exactly what happened here. It came right in front. Samsonov thought he had it, thought he was on it. It just squeaked out beside him. Oh, it went under him, but you know what? It must have hit his pad and tipped out to the side. But it's unfortunate because there were 3 Leafs there. David Kempf is right there as well as I couldn't see the defenseman, and they just couldn't box out Claude Giroux. Giroux managed to put it back in. All right, let's turn the cap around. So Claude Giroux tying this game up at a very clutch moment. Cora, that's right. No! Tell us it ain't so.
Holy cow!
So Claude Giroux tying it up. We got 5 minutes to go. Shots are almost equal now. 30 for Toronto, 27 for the Sens. This Battle of Ontario is starting to live up to the hype. In the corner, Ottawa has it in Toronto zone. Toronto going to flip it out to Nylander. Nylander gives it to Tavares. The problem is they're not skating. They're floating around, so by the time they get the puck, there's nobody moving their feet to get it to them. If it was 1998, no goal. Skate was in the crease. Yeah, that's true. Unless you're Brett Hull, and then it doesn't matter. Long pass. Bunting's going to tip this in. DeBrincat and Shabbat get the assists, each their first. Here comes the captain for the Sens. Tkachuk. Going to dump it in. Moving around. He's going to take Justin Hall into the corner with a thundering hit. Here comes Matthews going to send it up. Morgan is bringing Matthews to the redemption table. There's Marner throwing a hit. Something you don't see a lot from Marner. Turned over. Bunting gets Marner the puck. Marner with a sloppy pass there. Marner, I think, rattled himself throwing that hit. Here's Toronto throwing it in deep into the Ottawa zone, but it's a little too high. It goes into the mesh. Down to 3 minutes, 48 seconds. Here we are, tied at 2s. Deuces on the board. That all you see him now. Yeah, Blair, he put on a few pounds. he certainly did. But man, I had the chance of meeting him one time, and he was the nicest guy ever. So funny. Absolutely hysterical. Argos score 27-23. Argos take the lead. Sweet. Nice, Dallas. Here it is. 3 minutes, 40 seconds to go. Toronto working their way down into the Ottawa zone. Kicking it off, coming around. In the corner, Engvall trying to kick it out. Riley back to Engvall. Here's Pierre. Pierre making a break, going around behind the net. Pierre cycles it back to the point. They're going to dump it in deep. Toronto kind of turns that over there. Here's Yarncroc fighting. Good effort, Yarncroc. Gets the puck across. Here's TJ. Brody with the shot. That's going to go wide. Riley trying to hold it in. It looks like he does. Giving chase. Sanderson's going to take a bump. Now comes to Giroux. He's going to play it ahead. Here come the Sens. They're going to send it into Toronto zone. Giordano's going to chase this one down. Under 3 to go now. In the 80s, we used to chant Argos when the Leafs were stinging. That's so true, Jeffrey. Those were so funny during those games. A huge Argo chants would bust out. So here's the Sens. They get it out of their zone. Nikita Zaitsev, little bumped up. He will not return. Cycling around. Here's Tavares. Long pass. Here's Mulligan. Mulligan, little fancy dipsy-do off the inside of the skate. Kicks it up to his stick. Can't create space, though. The Ottawa defender staying right on him. Brandstrom. Great play against Mulligan. Just wouldn't give him any space. Hall's going to hit the red line. Dump it right back in. Changing up again. Just about 2 minutes to go now. 2 minutes to go. Here's Marner. Marner going to leave it there. Here's Hall. Finds down deep to Bunting. One whack, they score! Maple Leafs take the lead. Everybody get your beverages. Justin Hall with a great play. Justin Hall coming down. It comes over to Bunting, and Justin Hall puts it in the net. So cheers, Justin Hall. Michael Bunting took the shot. It hits the goaltender and comes out, and Justin Hall comes barreling down the middle, picks up the loose puck, and puts it in. Matthews and Bunting are like, what? Did that just happen? Excuse me. A little give and go with Justin Hall. Unbelievable. What a great play. Justin Hall. Wow. Hall is the new Tkachuk. Jeffrey, that's phenomenal. That is phenomenal. Wow. I can't wait to hear what people are saying about Justin Hall and social media tonight. I knew we should have kept him. All those people talking about trading him were crazy. So Ottawa has now pulled their goalie. It's a 6-on-5 situation. 1.5 minutes left to go. Puck is in the neutral zone. Ottawa's going to backhand it in. It's over Muzzin's head. He's got to go back and pick it up. He's going to hammer it around the boards. Just comes out. Pierre Engvall trying to chase it down. But Pinto has it. Pinto's going to carry it in. Stops, turns it around. Stolen by Kerfoot. Nice play. Oh, they couldn't get it out. Here come the Sens. One-timer. That hit somebody hard. I think it hit Tkachuk in the back of the leg. Coming back around, Muzzin in to force it. Ottawa setting it up. They're going to send it around. Last minute to go. Last minute to go.
Last minute of play in this period.
Here's a one-timer from Ottawa. A little bit of a knuckle puck. That's tipped just wide. Bunting and Marner getting the assists. Here's Toronto. Kemp. He's going to tip it around. Sending this down the ice. Back to pick it up. Coming around. Here's Marner. Marner taking a shot from the empty net. He gets his shot knocked down by Thomas Chabot. 30 seconds to go. Can Toronto hang on for the lead? Here comes DeBrincat. He's going to dump this one in. They're going to give chase in the corner. Matthews to Hall. Hall gives it to Marner. Oh, it would have been awesome if Hall decided to shoot for the open net. Hall with a 2-goal night. That would have been phenomenal. 10 seconds to go. Ottawa's going to dump it in. Giordano picks it up behind the net. He's going to rip this around the boards. They hold it in, but it hits the skate of the Maple Leaf, and it comes out. The Leafs win. The Leafs win. The Leafs win. They hold on to do it. 3-2 is the final score. Unbelievable. What a finish. Your hero, Justin Hall. Not the most convincing victory, but a win is a win. That's right. Unbelievable. Incredible. Let's go back to our screen here. We're going to change this because what an incredible night. An absolutely incredible finish. Toronto takes it home. Let's do a quick recap of everything that has transpired here in this hockey game. Your goal scorers. And actually, before we do the goal scorers, I always get ahead of myself. Let's go to our brand new segment, in my opinion.
And now, the 3 stars of the game.
The 3 stars for tonight's game. I'm going to give the number 3 star. I'm going to give it to Claude Giroux. Giroux, the best Senator by far tonight. 1 goal, 1 assist for 2 points. He was a +1. He had 3 shots on goal, 2 hits, 3 blocks, 1 takeaway, and was 47% in the face-off circle. And he played a total of 15 minutes. So a great line for Claude Giroux. He is the number 3 star. The number 2 star today, we're going to go with Samsonov. Samsonov played a pretty decent game. He made 25 of 27 saves. He was just a great stand-up. He was big and clutch when it counted. So Samsonov, my number 2 star. And of course, my number 1 star for tonight. There were a couple of guys in the running for this, but it has to go to the one and only number 3, Justin Hall. Justin Hall is getting star number 1 tonight. So Hall, Samsonov, and Giroux, your 3 stars for tonight's game, in my opinion. Take a drink. That's right, Justin Hall. Cheers, everyone. Justin Hall, the number 1 star, with your game-winning goal. So here's how the entire game broke down. Shane Pinto started off his first from Giroux and Sanderson. Then David Kempf put it in for Muzzin and Yarncroc. And by the way, if there was a 4th star, I would have given it to David Kempf. David Kempf played an outstanding game tonight. Excuse me. William Nylander picked up his 2nd from Matthews and Tavares. That tied it up. Then Claude Giroux, that took the lead. Then Claude Giroux tied it up with his 1st from DeBrincat and Shabbat. And then Justin Hall with the game winner from Bunting and Marner. Leafs led in shots 32-27. They ended up losing in the faceoff percentage after dominating hugely. They lose 49% to 51%. Both teams 1 for 2 on the power play. Ottawa crushed them in the hits, 53 hits to 37 for Toronto. 19 blocks for Ottawa, only 14 for the Leafs. And that is how your stats are going to break out. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us here today. It has been an absolute pleasure and a blast. Glad we could hang out together on this Saturday night to watch the Leafs take Game 1 in the Battle of Ontario. We will be back Monday night with a rare appearance by the Arizona Coyotes, assuming they get let across the border. I'm just kidding. Of course they will. But it's going to be a fun game. We're going to have a lot of laughs Monday night, so I look forward to seeing you all there. Appreciate all the support to all of our moderators. Thank you kindly. To all of our channel members, thank you so much. To the super chatters and super stickers, thank you. I can't explain how much it takes care of. To all of our new friends who came in and hit the like and subscribe today, we appreciate it. It's all up and up from here. We're now on our way to 3050. We'll look forward to seeing you Monday. Have a great rest of your weekend. Enjoy, and we'll see you real soon. Good night, everybody.